What's up, everybody? We're just waiting on TPI to finish their stream. Hello, Crobat. This Fable is a great way for storytellers to run complex custom ships. It's really versatile. If you haven't seen it yet, it was on the what do you call it? The screen, the going live stream screen. But it's basically, it says, do a Deus Ex Fiasco. At least once per game, a storyteller will make a mistake, correct it, and publicly admit to it. So dual things, right? First of all, if you're a brand new storyteller and you're running a script, or not even a brand new, but if you're running a script that's slightly above your pay grade that you know you're going to mess up on, you can put this into play at the beginning so all the players know that you're on board, and then run the game. And when you make a mistake that you inevitably were going to make, you can fix it. And that gives a little bit of insurance for new players to do that, which I think is a lot of fun. On the other hand, the other thing that you can do is you can put it into play as an advanced storyteller and just basically do stuff that you would do with the atheist, which is to say you can break the rules a little bit and fix it later. You can give incorrect information and then pretend you didn't realize it until a few days later and go back and change the outcome of the game. That's what we're going to try to do tonight, is showcase ways that you can kind of tweak the game a little bit and maybe make it a little atheist adjacent. I can hear myself, so that's always a good sign. The game is ending on the TPI stream.
Just in time, I see.
Say hi to chat just for a quick audio check. Oh God, Mike made it. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Mic check.
Yeah, mic check.
Mike is here.
Okay, I can hear everyone. Yeah, the Pandemonium stream is basically over. Yet we are going. We'll be going live. Literally, I mean, we're live now, but we'll be coming in very soon. We got a nice, fun game. We're gonna showcase the Deus Ex Deus Ex Fiasco in fun ways, I hope. We were supposed to have Ben here tonight. Unfortunately, as most of you saw, Ben's internet completely died, and he will be unable to join us. RIP to Ben's internet. But hang tight. We'll be going live very soon. So don't go anywhere. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday night stream. We are getting set up in literally just a minute. Just give a chance for everyone.
Yeah.
TB plus whatever the hell this
Yeah,
is.
Deus Ex.
So
With the
Steve's
Deus
gonna
Ex Fiasco.
accidentally-
Yeah, apparently we're doing TV with it. Concerned.
Can you all hear me now? Yeah, that was wild. I don't know what happened with that. Like, I think my headset got disconnected. We're good now. We're good. This is why we do the pre-stream audio check, right? Like, you have to do a pre-stream before you start playing Go Live audio check to iron out all the issues. There we go. We did, okay. You know what's funny? We did a pre-stream audio check and it went fine. And now this is the first in the catch the Raiders and say hi to everyone. And we are having more issues. I don't know. Hello, everyone who's here for some action, whether you're here on Twitch or YouTube. How you doing? Ben was supposed to be here tonight. Unfortunately for us, Ben had an internet issue. You guys, if you were watching the games earlier, his stream was cutting in and out all day. And then at the end, when he was supposed to do the character release, his internet just completely died. So Ben is unable to be here with us tonight, which is a little unfortunate because I always enjoy hanging out with Ben. And last week we hung out with Jams. Yeah, the new Fabled is definitely cursed. Not only that, but like if you were watching, we also had a little bit of the World Cup stuff happen. I saw some people talking about it in chat earlier, but essentially the World Cup voting was compromised by somebody who was able to make up to 500 accounts and verify all 500 accounts with like fake phone numbers, which then allowed them to manipulate the results of the World Cup. They had enough accounts to where they basically could put their thumb on that scale and choose any way it could go. Yeah, some of you hadn't heard that yet. Yeah, that's what they announced. So they were supposed to announce the World Cup winner today. We got all the way to the finals. We played the finals. The results came in. They found out 48 hours ago somebody was manipulating the results. So they went back and they took all the results that existed and they deleted all of the votes from these compromised accounts. And it actually changed the way that the games played out. We will say the group stages unaffected. None of the group stage matches would have been affected in a way that changed the results. It changed the ordering, maybe like a person that got fourth should have got third, etc. But it didn't change the group stage. But from the groups, from the knockout stage on, hugely changed. So what that means is they got together with all the 16 people from the script competition and they voted on the best way to proceed. They decided to roll back to the semifinals with the fixed votes in place without all the compromise votes. And that actually changed the votes enough that we have different scripts in place. So the two scripts that were in the finals, Train Killer and the Jin's Bargain, both would have been eliminated already. So I think those are both out of the competition now. And then in their place, we have, I believe Stowed Away is still back in, and I think Ballad of Seat 7 is still in. I haven't looked too closely exactly what they're in, but what they're doing is they're going to be replaying it this weekend. So Saturday on Clocktower, Jams is going to be running a game. Arif is going to be running one on Sunday, and then next Thursday they're going to redo the World Cup finals. So it does, it's a little unfortunate, right? We did some games that would have been affected by this, right? We did, I think it was the Buyer's Remorse versus Train Killer. That Train Killer won, and I think Buyer's Remorse should have advanced instead. Anyways, somebody had a lot of time on their hands. Somebody did it, and now I got to give huge props to TPI for doing the hard thing and just rolling it back, and not just, it'd be easy to be quiet about it, right? But to come public, admit the wrongdoing, and correct it in a way that, in the end, it just means we get more Clocktower action. My heart goes out to the finalists that or anyone that shouldn't have been in the competition and was to have their heart ripped out. But we get a little bit more Clocktower action, so it's going to be pretty wild. We're all here for the Ballad of Seat 7. Yeah, Ballad of Seat 7, Stowed Away, Phantom Detectives, and Buyer's Remorse are the top 4. I also don't 100% know the order that they play in. It's live in the app, so you can go check it out in the app right now. Today we are playing with back to my tongue all night is going to want to say Deus Ex Fiasco, but it's Deus Ex Fiasco. My tongue speaks faster than my brain. It's a new character. It's a Fabled. It allows you to adjust the game. We'll go into that in just a minute when the stream starts. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to know. The ruling from everyone, or the idea is that it wasn't related to anyone that was involved in the competition. There's no signs pointing that a certain script benefited more than others. There were examples of voting for one script and then against that same script later. So yeah, we don't know the reasoning that somebody did it. But we're gonna move on, and we're gonna have some more Clocktower action. All right, I'm going to send you guys back to the waiting screen, start recording, and we're going to come live in just a minute. And we're going to have some fun mistakes tonight, storyteller mistakes, and for once, they're intentional. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Everybody, welcome to Thursday night Clocktower here at the Grim on character release night. What? My name is Evil Steve, and I will be your stream host and, unfortunately for you, storyteller for the night. And I'm joined by 12 amazing acolytes who are here to have fun with the new characters. Say hi, amazing acolytes.
Hi, amazing acolytes.
So normally I would have Ben here or Jams or somebody to like keep the leash on me and make sure that this game goes smooth. But luckily we don't need that tonight because the newest character added to Clocktower is perfect for storytellers like me. It's the Deus Ex Fiasco. What is that? It says it's a Fabled, which is a character that goes into play, right? It doesn't go into it just kind of goes. What? Okay. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass because I don't play in person enough. Usually with these Fables, you just kind of throw them on the board in the center of town, right? So everyone knows they're in play, like a Sentinel or something like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you throw this down in the middle of the town. You say, we're putting this in play because I know I'm not a good storyteller. So it says at least once per game, the storyteller will make a mistake. You could end it right there and it would probably be fine. But we're going to go on because it's actually a little bit more text to it. It says, then the storyteller will correct it and publicly admit to it. So 2 levels to this, right? 2 levels. I'm doing a little bit of tongue in cheek here, but there's 2 levels to it. If you are a new storyteller and you're playing a new script or something that's maybe a little bit more advanced than you're used to, you can put this into play at the beginning. It communicates to all your players, hey, I know I'm going to make a mistake and you guys are okay with that. We're buying into the idea that I'm not going to be perfect. And then you're going to make a mistake, you're going to correct it, you're going to admit it. You've seen this a lot in Clocktower before. I don't think there's a single storyteller that's never made a mistake, right? Don't you dare, Brian. You're not one of the But you know you made a mistake, and then what do you say? I would like to alert everyone there has been a storyteller mistake. The game goes on, right? This codifies that in a way that says the mistake is definitely going to happen, and everyone just has to deal with it. The storyteller is going to correct the mistake to the best of their ability, and then we're going to move on with the game. So for new storytellers, you can look at it like a safety net. But for storytellers that are a little bit closer to perfection, like myself, we could have a little bit of fun with Clocktower. I don't I don't want to hear. Yes, you heard what I said. I stand by it. In this world,
I think that was your first mistake.
That was already my first mistake. All right, I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna add the whoopsie reminder token to myself to say that I've already made a mistake. Awesome. So this second version, right? If you think about it beyond a tool for new storytellers, it is just a tool for advanced storytellers to just do shenanigans. We can make a mistake purposefully and then correct it later. Yeah, Bryant, you're going to put the sad face. The closest thing I would say is that this could be likened to a bit of an atheist-like situation, which can create some feel-bad situations in Clocktower. However, the storyteller must publicly admit to making a mistake at some point. And the difference is you all know there's going to be a mistake. It's not like I can break every rule in Clocktower. The idea is only 1 or 2 things will be like mistakenly done, right? Oops, I didn't realize I didn't put a demon in the bag. I'm sorry, Mike, you're the demon now. Like, that's all legal with the Deus Ex Fiasco. What are your guys' thoughts? You guys got some pretty strong reactions. Mags, your hand's been up. You got something strong to say, right?
Yeah, I have a question for you. So, like, how far will you let these mistakes cascade? Such as if you put 3 minions in the bag now and then took 1 out later, would you show an investigator a minion that becomes no longer a minion, for example?
So good. That's a good example, right? If I put 3 minions in the bag instead of 2 on the player count that didn't do it, and let's say I showed the investigator that person or something, later on, I can't take that minion out of the bag because the investigator saw them, right? I can't break that. What I could do is take that minion and make them a townsfolk, right? And then go back to the investigator and say, sorry, you were actually the washerwoman this whole time and you saw this character in these players, right? That would be fixing my mistake. That is the level of fixing you can do. Yeah. Cool, but whatever mistake I make, I would have to, like, I could, like, in that case, I could go back to that person, the investigator, and tell them you're the washroom now. I could also go back to the investigator and say, sorry, I showed you the wrong 2 players, and point to 2 different players and a different minion. That would be another way to fix a mistake. There's not just one way to fix a mistake, you know? Eric, you got something?
Yeah. Can you start a game without Deus Ex Fiasco, make the mistake, let it carry around, and then introduce it when you fix it?
Not by design. So as it's designed by TPI, is it has to be in the game from the beginning. It's not something you can spring on your players as a surprise. I can't, like, I'm not supposed to go to like day 5 and say, oops, guys, guess what? I need to put this in play because I've made a mistake. That's really not its intent. So no, I would never add that in later, but maybe my mistake was forgetting to put that down in the center of town. And so by putting it on day 5 in the middle of town, I've now corrected that mistake, and then I don't have to use it anymore, right? I could just get in your head a little bit. That's technically legal, but that's skirting the idea. That's skirting the intent of the Fabled. You know what I mean?
Stop putting bad ideas in the world, Steve.
Jeff.
Okay, so I can't think of like the best example of this, but let's say you had 3 minions and you were supposed to have 2, and for some reason you let that go through, and now all the minions know who the other minions are, know who the demon is. Could you fix it by breaking other rules, like turning 2 outsiders both into townsfolk to try to balance the Grim a little bit?
Yeah, I think I could do. It's hard to answer that because there's 2 levels to it. One, if I'm a beginner storyteller that's made a mistake that egregious, then I'm gonna have to tap dance to fix it, right? If I'm doing a setup as an experienced storyteller that I think's fun, that involves that, I'll have to have some clever way that I plan to fix it. Normally, I can't just take a minion that knows the demon and change and be like, oh, well, you just got to pretend you don't know who the demon is anymore. In that case, I might be forced to make the minion into a townsfolk and then change the demon. That might make sense, right? Because then it's more balanced. But I couldn't do that in the 3rd day because that would change the game way too much. So basically, as I heard Miri say in chat, like, how far can you go? And the answer is yes. Johnny Ace.
Far is this fun?
Yes.
Is there, like, I know in other games I've seen or played in, when the storyteller makes a mistake, they tend to try and fix it right away and announce it right away, as soon as possible. Is that a requirement for this Fabled?
I don't think it's a requirement, no. The thing does not say the mistake has to be rectified immediately. And most mistakes that storytellers end up making are definitely not noticed right away. You notice them later or somewhere down the line. It might not even be the same night. So I would say it is entirely probable and possible that I would, if I'm making an intentional mistake, let it drag on as long as I think it's fun for the situation at hand.
And just to make sure I'm reading the Fable correctly, it says at least once per game. Does that mean you can make mistakes on multiple days or perhaps even multiple mistakes on the same night?
That is correct. Yeah. You could make multiple mistakes intentionally or accidentally. But the only thing it's basically a 1 to infinity amount of mistakes that will be made. Now, I'll just say in a meta sense, I don't think a game that has, it's like all the rules are made up and the points don't matter is necessarily fun. So I don't think I would just give arbitrary information around. Any intentional mistakes I make would be in the grand scheme of a fun puzzle for I think the players to solve. And I take you guys at home that are really looking at how can I torture my players with this, please don't. Make sure that everyone is having fun at the end of the day, right? That's the plan. The plan is to have fun with it and or have a safety net for yourself. Yeah. I do really like Blue Shell says, here's a real meta question. If you make an intentional mistake, is that really a mistake then? Now we're getting philosophical with the Fabled. If I do something on purpose, it's not a mistake. But the intent is there. Yes, the intent is, yes, that's still a mistake. If I give information to somebody that's not correct with the current game state, that is a mistake.
So
you're gonna have chat's prediction be, is this gonna be like a really bad mistake? Like, was it a mistake to make this mistake?
What level of mistake are we gonna make?
So in theory, if you had the wrong outsider count, you could turn Mike into the damsel in Final 3.
Yes, absolutely.
In
That is
theory,
100%
in
possible.
In theory.
Don't put damsel vibes in the chat. Don't.
Yeah, I mean, Clocktower is a game where 12 players get together and the two minions try to guess the damsel. I think that's literally the definition of what Clocktower is, right? Is that the meme? There's a meme going around because of the World
that
Cup.
Might be a mistake, but you know, I have to look at it again.
Not fun.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a bag with chat. We are playing, for the record, Trouble Brewing. I thought the best way to showcase this Fabled is by doing it in a playground that everyone's intimately familiar with, whether you're a brand new player or an advanced player. We all understand Trouble Brewing, unless this is your first taste of Clocktower you've ever had, in which, what a weird time to jump in, but come along for the ride. It's going to be fun. But really, by having a familiar playground, I think it'll let us show how much of an impact a Fable like this could actually have. So I'm going to go set up a bag. You guys stay tight for a minute, and we'll be back. All right, chat. I've only had like an hour to think of this, right? Because I did not know what character was coming out, right? If I was being honest, based on all the characters that we know is in the coming in the carousel, I would have bet dollars to donuts we were getting the princess. I don't know what the princess does, but there's no doubt in anyone's mind that the princess is a token that we've seen in the carousel, right? Bryant. You mean the script that you was going to have the most, what do you say? Well, something smart ass. Anyway. No, yeah, I'm not going to ignore you, but yeah, you for sure, if you're new, that's fine. Trouble Bring is perfect for you, right? I'm not going to spend the time discussing what all the characters do and how the game works, but we all kind of have an intimate understanding. So this was the idea I came up with, right? I want to put a poisoner in the bag, and then I'm going to give the poison player at least one or two nights of important information. I'm going to give that poison player a completely made up information. One of the classic examples is I've woken like a fortune teller and told them green or something like that. Which is, you can't get a green as a fortune teller. It doesn't make any sense. And then later on, I will go back to the fortune teller and say, you know, I made a mistake. You should have gotten a yes that night. But since they were poisoned the night they got that information, that actually will be still false. In addition, we're going to have a drunk around. And I think we're going to we're going to have a drunk in the bag. And then mid game, we're going to say, crap, this person needs to be the drunk. Or something, maybe like a drunk virgin that didn't proc, and then whoever nominates the version that is a townsfolk becomes the drunk from that point on. Something to that effect. Whoever nominates the version becomes a drunk. Something. I don't know. Just chat. You guys have any other fun ideas for me that we should consider? I do think doing the poison information intentionally wrong and then fixing it later, even though being poisoned, and we'll keep track of who it is each night. And on like day 3 and night 3, we'll go back to everyone and correct all the previous information that was wrong. I think that's the funnest thing that I could think of. I see what you're saying, Mark. I think we'll hold that one in our back pocket. Spy, so they can. I mean, Scarlet Woman makes the best end game state. It makes sure we get longer, but we'll do Spy. That's fine. We'll do Spy. We'll do Recluse. We're gonna do Virgin, Undertaker, Fortune Teller. People that get a lot of information, right? We'll put 2 top 4s in play. We can do a Raven Keeper, and we'll do a Monk. These all. Oh, we need one more because of the drunk. The drunk that we forgot to put in. Yeah, why not? We'll do a mare. The app won't let me do things like 2 virgins, right? I want to keep it in the realm of possibility. Yeah, also, like having the demon pick someone and killing the person next to them accidentally is another fun thing that you could do, right? That happens in person all the time. Actually, I pointed at that person, not that person. Oops. Pointing in person is not as easy as it is in the app. All right, I'm going to pass out these characters. Then I'm going to put the bluffs in. It's fun to think, okay, what do we do here? Because if I put an outsider in play, I don't want to put an outsider in play. Don't register Satan to evil. But that's not a mistake, right? I don't want that. Shuffle cease in the middle of the game is a fun one, Mary. It's legal. I'm trying not to do stuff that's just like fun for the sake of fun. I'm trying not to do yes, but I'm trying to steer away from the yes, but don'ts is essentially what I'm saying. Okay, so we're not going to put an outsider. We're going to leave our drunk options open. I think we'll put our spy. We'll put the red herring onto McKay for now. The investigator's going to see Mike as the minion. And Jeffe as the wrong. The washerwoman will see Johnny Ace as the townsfolk. That is true. It wouldn't actually affect this, Miri. Unless I make one of them wrong later. We'll do townsfolk wrong. I think this is all we need to set up. So remember, our big mistake that we need to do, and I'm going to clear this before it's too late. We are looking to make a drunk mid-game, at the very least, and we need to track who's getting poison information and make it right later. Make the spy drunk by mistake to start the game and then fix it by putting the Undertaker on night 2. Like that is the drunk. But in this case, I'm making the spy drunk and showing them incorrect information. I don't know. But I do like putting the is the drunk on the spy temporarily. I'm not going to actually drunk the spy, but we're going to leave it there accidentally.
Tiffy.
All right, players, you should have your roles.
I just
Good night,
have to like.
Good night.
Really kicked out of the game.
Super creepy. But good
Stop
night.
it, Denny.
I was gonna show you, but now my camera's off, so never mind. I can't show you. Yeah, I have 2 sets of every token as the wooden tokens, so we would have been able to run well buffet. Plus, I have a bunch of blank ones if I needed to put on more
Look
than
at
2.
the app.
Wow.
The app did not put the other minion.
Very cool.
You see that?
Lucy was telling me they use all the wooden tokens from Tiffy for their games in live.
It knows that Satan's the drunk,
I have a set.
and it didn't do it automatically. That's kind of funny.
Oops.
I even created tokens that were or not tokens, like a little sign that said, pick a townsfolk, pick an outsider, pick a minion, pick a demon. So that as you were picking them, you could.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah. I will say Poisoner's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you enable a lot of shenanigans in this game because when people are poisoned, I can do whatever the hell I want for them. So pick good, Mike. Pick good.
I promised
Also,
Max that we'd be friends this.
I was going to say, also, you can make your pick, but then I'll come back and say something after you make your pick. It's not related to your pick.
Cryptic. Mags and I agreed to be friends this game, and so we pick Mags.
All right, cool. Mags it is. Now, here's the other thing, Mike. The Poisoner enables some cool shenanigans in Clocktower anyways, because people can get information that maybe they couldn't otherwise get. Like the word green is a valid answer to something that's poison, theoretically, right? Later on, when I admit that there is a storyteller mistake, that person could think that the storyteller mistake was on their half. But maybe if evil tried to come up with their own reason to bluff why storyteller mistake happened, it's more interesting if nobody knows who's lying about the storyteller mistake. Does that make sense to you, Mike? You picking up what I'm putting down?
You've picked the wrong person to talk to this about.
I'm just saying, for theoretically, it's good for evil to bluff that they know why they got Deus Ex Fiasco. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
So I should tell people I was woken up and told the number green.
I'm not saying that, Mike. I'm just saying.
No, it's too late. You've already told me. You're telling me.
I'm not saying that. Okay,
I'm
you
just
do
gonna
you.
follow
Mike.
with what you said.
You do you.
Do that. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks. Okay, he did not hit any of the opening character. He did not do any of these opening things, so we are actually good. But Max is going to get, just false information. Hey, Juan.
Hello.
All right. It's going well, actually. This Trouble Bring, it's pretty easy. There's no mistakes you can make in Trouble Bring. You can run this with your eyes closed.
I think that's kind of what's getting into my mind. Is like, how many mistakes can you make here? And like, you might just give me the wrong pings, and then I'm gonna believe I'm the drunk or something like that. So I'm bracing myself to not be able to confirm any of my pings. That's what I think is gonna happen.
You're just assuming that I'm gonna make a mistake just because there's a giant Fabled in the middle of the game that says I'm gonna make a mistake.
I mean, let's be honest, Evil Steve. I think like, obviously you're not doing this on purpose, but I feel like people, maybe stream is just manifesting that I always have some sort of game where my brain just explodes and I have no idea what's going on. So I just want to brace myself for impact so that when that happens, I'm prepared. And if that doesn't happen, what a glorious game is going to be.
Okay, that makes sense. That being said, though, Juan, very simple for you. Either Johnny Ace or Jeffy is the Undertaker.
The Undertaker. You say Johnny Ace or Jeffy?
Jeffy.
Oh, okay. And you gave me a neighbor of mine. Oh, are you playing games with me already? Are you playing with?
Come on, you're so paranoid. Have fun.
I am paranoid. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Juan's a treat. Let's go to Bryant. Hey, Bryant.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that. Let me just look around the Grim a little bit. Oh yeah, Mike or Jeff A is the Poisoner.
Okay, I was afraid that you weren't going to give me Mike, and then I would have known what the mistake was. All right.
Is that the mistake? If Mike's not in the pings, that's the mistake?
I would have absolutely been the mistake, so this had to happen. All right.
Okay, then you know it's not the mistake. Enjoy.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, it's like using the Recluse there to show any other minion would still be valid info, but allow us more wiggle room later. I'm in for life. Neutral Steve gifting out 20 subs to the community. Woo! That's your mistake, gifting out 20 subs. Whew. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't start my my whale thing for the release stream because usually I'm trying to be professional when we have Ben and Jams here. All right, now Mags is getting false information. Hey, Max. Do me a favor. Go ahead and pick two players.
Okay. Let's check Mike and Bryant.
All right, you check Mike and Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn. 3. No, wait, 2. You learned a 2.
Fuck off, Steve.
Thanks, Rex. All right, mission part 1 of our mission is complete. Max is gonna see herself as Satan's gonna see herself as the drunk here. Technically, just registering the drunk there and moving it is already enough to be a storyteller mistake. Thank you for the follow, Eli Naval and M Nerd. Ace Sellers also followed us. Crobat subscribed with Prime at the top of the stream. I missed that. Awesome. And that's everything. We're good to go. Let's wake him up. And keep in mind, whoever nominates the virgin is going to be the drunk. Unless it's an outsider. No, I mean, you could, Nathan. That's not a bad thing to do. That's not a bad thing to do, actually. If you're doing important, like if you're doing it. You know what? I'm going to do that. I actually like that. Hello, Satan herself. I thought this would be better, and I do agree. Is that like when I put like the whoopsie, if I intentionally make a mistake on someone, then that's a spy. You should probably be privy to that. So I sent you a second Grim with a whoopsie down. That's the only difference between the two.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I rescind the whoopsie. The whoopsie should not be there.
You rescind it. Okay.
I'm rescinding the whoopsie, Satan.
Okay, understand. All right.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Steve.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The fun thing is that's not a whoopsie, Nathan, too, because Mags was just poisoned. However, Satan herself is the drunk, and that's the whoopsie. So this is just all levels in a whoopsie inception. All right, let's wake him up.
Better.
All right, players, you know how it is. Trouble brewing. I'm dead. One of you did it. I'll give you guys 4 minutes on the first day.
Trouble brewing. My favorite.
Johnny Ace.
Yep.
It was not 820s, Rob. You lose.
And there may be errors as well. I got left. I got abandoned. I wanted to talk to Eric. He went somewhere else.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Mike.
Aw, darn.
Should we
We're
just
stuck
share
with
information with each other then?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That works for me.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy to just tell you straight up that the storyteller has made a mistake.
Ooh. So did you receive information that was wrong, or did Steve?
I received some bullshit information.
Okay, tell me, because my information I don't think is bullshit, but it is definitely interesting.
Okay, I'll
So
tell
go
you, I'm
ahead.
the fortune teller. I checked 2 people and I got a 2.
I see. That's not how it works. Okay, I could have gotten a 2, but I
think that's how it works, chat, right?
I'm the empath.
Okay.
Fortune teller learns how many of them were evil.
Interesting.
Indeed. It'd be funny if Steve gave me a 3. Steve, can you give me a 3? Are you down for that?
No comment. I don't make mistakes.
Steve, is there anything you want to tell me after Satan leaves?
That's the whole point.
Not at this time. I don't think so.
You
No.
can say while I'm here.
Dude.
To be fair, I told Steve if you just summoned him to catch
can
up.
feel
chat.
my name
Mike
in-
just said,
in
"God
the
damn it, Steve."
Universe.
Cursing your
Yeah,
name, Steve.
yeah.
Did you
So
give
it's cool.
Brian 3? Did you make a mistake and give Brian 3 pinks and include me just out of spite?
No, just give me one. Didn't even give me 2
That's
names.
a fun one. Just show one name.
She's gonna
Just
correct that and tell me who the other one is later.
No, I don't. I'm not having fun anymore, Steve. For the record,
You weren't before you got here. It's fine.
that's true. Goodbye.
What you want to do?
I don't mind hard claiming. I kind of hate what I am, but that's okay. Like,
So you're the
just 'cause
butler
it's-
then.
No, I don't hate it for that reason. I don't hate it because I'm butler, right? Like, it's more that it's a demon bluff very
Oh,
often.
you're the mayor. Got it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
It's interesting, right? So a fixable mistake, a mistake that can be fixed. You can technically fix anything, but the further down the rabbit hole you go, the harder it is to fix a simple mistake. So you got to be careful.
Who knows Jeff and Mike as the poisoner. Jeff is the recluse, so we could lean into that. Mags is the fortune teller who was poisoned last night and also learned a 2 when checking 2 people. I forget who they were, but they're not important. So that's
you mean a yes or a 2?
No, I mean a 2, because Steve specifically did that and then went to me, said there should be a whoopsie token next to Mags, and then said, actually, I rescind that. So I don't know what's going on, but I did talk to Mags directly and learned that's exactly what happened.
Hey, normal game of
There you
Clocktower.
go. Yep. Rob is the virgin, so I could nominate him or whatever. Eric is the mayor, and McKay is the Raven Keeper, who's the red herring to Max. That's all your info.
Neat. I don't know. I might just like keep some powerful.
No
roles
mention of a
alive.
drunk.
Maybe the fortune teller and monk just for fun.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And the fortune teller we can keep poisoning if Mike gets wind of that.
Neither one picked up on the.
Yeah.
Well, I already
misprocessors.
talked to Mike. Still probably have to talk to Mike. But if I get another
that's
chance.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll say monk, slayer, or mayor.
Monk, Slayer, Mayor. Thank you.
Time's up.
All right, welcome back to town, everyone. There's no real shenanigans unless somebody would like to Slayer shot, but I'll give you the floor to have some conversations for a minute before I open nominations.
Hey,
Johnny,
Steve,
was that a
did you
rush
make
to
mistake?
nominate? Are you asking if I've made a mistake?
Yeah.
I have not made a mistake that I am aware of.
Oh, I was about to make a mistake.
Is that a mistake in and of itself?
I will go double check the Grim tonight to double check and everything, but I think we're good.
What if the mistake were to leave stream chat sound coming out of Steve's speakers so that we could all like hear what was happening? Like show us stream chat. That would be hilarious.
That's more of a streamer mistake than a storyteller mistake.
How would we do
Wasn't the
that?
mistake.
My parents made a mistake, but I'm still here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry for them.
Wow.
Red state.
Man, the truth hurts.
Hey, Steve, if you accidentally send me the Grim, that would be nice.
On it.
Yeah,
All right, I'll go
That's a
ahead.
great whoopsie.
We'll go ahead and open nominations whenever you guys are ready.
Jeffy nominates Johnny A.
Johnny had the hand up first. I'm gonna go to Johnny.
Johnny nominates Johnny Ace.
Johnny nominates Johnny Ace. Tell us why.
To take the satisfaction away from Jeffy, because I'm mean.
Wow.
Well, it's gonna take
I was
6.
joking! This is a joke!
I have a reason I actually want to do this. A couple
On
of
that
people know about
account.
it. Sorry, Johnny. I don't know if
Terrible
you're evil or
idea,
not,
but okay.
Wow,
I
that's a
have
lot of
actually
evil.
no
hands.
reason.
So this is a
I have
failed
Johnny in double
self-nomination,
claims, so go
nomination.
for it.
Leave
6
Johnny
is enough.
Ace.
Johnny's now on the
Promise I
block.
did not vote for you because of that.
Bryant.
Bryant nominates Rob.
Bryant nominates Rob. Tell us why.
Rob asked me to.
Okay.
Rob.
Yeah, I mean, there's reasons and stuff, but whatever.
So you're not the virgin then. What happened to
Yeah.
Jeffy?
Jeffy, come back.
It's
Oh,
not
no.
a
Yeah,
mistake.
that
She
Johnny
has been
nominated
defeated.
himself.
Jeffy just left her seat.
Oh no.
What just happened there? You okay there, Jeffy?
That's how I feel about the
Jeffy,
I was typing and apparently I hit L.
that mad at me.
And left the game.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Left.
it'll take 7 to put Rob on the block.
I was just making a joke, Jeffy. I'm sorry.
I was so offended.
Okay.
Not even when you ask for it, Rob.
3's not enough.
He didn't ask to be voted on.
Juan, you can help me out.
Juan.
Juan nominates Jeff.
Oh,
Juan
shit.
nominates Jeff. Tell us why.
Jeff has been playing in a way that makes me believe he's trying to obstruct the confirmation of top 4 roles. He has hard claim to 2 different people to be the virgin, and then backed out, but then tried to go for it again, and then I'm not entirely sure. Then I talked to somebody else that told me, hey, Jeff is 1,000% the virgin, based on what I've talked to Jeff. And I have not been killed, so clearly Jeff's not a virgin. I have no idea what game Jeff is playing. It sounds like a Baron type of, like, I'm just gonna cause chaos because there's nothing else to do. We should kill Jeff.
Jeff?
Juan, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have never hard claimed virgin. I put virgin in my 3s, and then when you said you were going to nominate me, I came back and said, don't nominate me if you think I'm the, like, because I'm not the virgin, because I don't want to fuck up your shit.
I may have understood what another person told me as a hard claim to them.
I have not hard claimed virgin to anybody. That has not happened.
Does the person that just talked to me want to say something?
Which one of us, Chilon? Was it me or was it
7 is the number.
I never said he hard claimed anything.
Pertinent, McKay, did you say Jeff was the virgin or a virgin?
I'm sure.
Leave Jeff alone. Leave Jeff alone.
I was like, I don't want to
I'm
tie
gonna
this.
tie it.
5's not enough.
I definitely never told you he hard claimed.
Rob?
Rob nominates Bryant.
Rob nominates Bryant. Tell us why.
There's a few worlds that exist where Bryant's evil and was lying about his role to me, so we should probably just kill him now.
Bryant?
No thanks.
The other possibility is Bryant is a drunk, in which case it doesn't really matter what his role is and what his information is. So
7 is the number.
Wow, Brian said thanks so
When
much.
he told me he's a much better kill than I am.
Right.
Same, yeah.
Johnny, what you told me
We're
is a
gonna
double
tie
claim
it.
with somebody else.
I'm
So,
voting on this.
Yes, I know. Only one person actually knows my role.
well then.
All right.
let's-
Well,
Is it
8
me,
is
Johnny?
enough
Hopefully
and a
keep
lot.
around.
Bryant's now on
Hey,
the book.
Johnny, is it me?
It might be, but probably not, McKay.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't know your real role either. We
Final call?
each guessed and we're like, yeah, okay, you can put that down.
That's
Bringing this day to a close. It's going to be hard to beat 8 in 3, 2.
Mike nominates McKay.
Mike nominates McKay. Tell us why.
Brian said they'd be a good nomination, so I'm just following orders.
That is weird for you to
Wow.
do.
Brian's full of
Just
shit.
following
Do you,
orders.
do you want me to
huh?
say why?
Yeah, I want to hear why, Brian.
Because Jeff and Mike were in my investigator pings, and Mike immediately talked to Denny Boy, and Jeff talked to you, and you two talked for quite some time.
We were the
That's
first
not a good
ones
reason,
done.
no. Especially since I've
You
been
were
trying
not.
to get Jeff
You
killed.
absolutely
Yeah,
were not. You were still talking when I got into my second conversation.
I've been
It came
actively
out after,
trying
like-
to get Jeff killed all day, so this is not a good reason.
McKay, anything else you want to add in your defense?
Yeah, I've just been trying to get Jeff killed all day. This is not a good reason.
You put your hand down.
9's the number.
I didn't want to
Also-
tie it,
The
Brian.
amount of activeness trying to get Jeff killed, I would think that McKay might be Harpy bad, but Harpy's not on the script, so it's fine.
But Steve could have made a
But it could
mistake.
be.
But also, Jeff
Very
didn't.
unlikely Bryant is actually the
All right.
investigator.
1's not enough. Bringing this day to a close in
That's
3,
very interesting.
2, 1. Bryant has been executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
I hope I get turned into the virgin today because it was a mistake that I was given the wrong person.
Okay, so now we got to correct our mistake. So I saw a lot of people talking. Should Rob be the drunk? Should Bryant be the drunk? I think Bryant should be the drunk. And I think we need to correct and do this. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? But we'll do minion wrong. It doesn't really matter, right? And show a different one, right? You can give a drunk true info, Mark. It's absolutely possible to give a drunk true info. But watch how I fix my mistake.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
Hey, Mike, do me a favor, pick a player.
Well, Mags implied that she gets information about me, which is kind of a drag. Yeah, let's just keep it on Mags.
All right, Mags, it is. Thank you, Mike. Let's go to Jeffy. Hey, Jeffy.
Well, I was gonna protect Rob, but not anymore.
Who's gonna get your protection?
Do I believe McKay? You know what? I'm going with it. Let's protect McKay.
McKay, it is. All right, thanks, Jeffy.
Thanks.
Wow, protecting that Raven Keeper. Hey, Danny boy. So, how you feeling about this game so far?
I don't know why the version didn't proc, so that might have been a mistake, quote unquote.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, I don't have a drunk on this Grim, so maybe Satan gave me a slightly incorrect Grim, which is okay.
Interesting. You don't have a drunk on your Grim?
Oh, okay, so that's intentional.
Whoopsie!
Okay. Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah, oopsie. That being said, you got the whole Grim from your minion, essentially.
I do.
You should go back. I would go back and talk with Satan herself and ask just where that drunk token actually
Where
was.
did the drunk come from?
That's weird, huh?
Not Bryant.
But who's going to get it tonight?
Well, I have half a mind to just keep all the powerful rolls alive because it's fun to have a Slayer, an Empath, Undertaker, and Fortune Teller at the end.
Yeah.
So let's just be stupid and crazy and dumb, and I'll pick Eric tonight.
All right, cool. Eric, it is. All right.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, anyway. All right. We definitely bounced that. Where do we bounce it to? We have made a mistake, yeah. Do we do the thing where we kill the wrong person? I kill Rob. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we could bounce to Juan. We'll do that. I can washable because there is a Fabled in play called the Deus Ex Fiasco. I could kill anyone I want and blame it on the mistake. You know how many times you run Clocktower in person and someone points at a player and you got the wrong one? They are actually, I meant to point at Rob or something like that, right? I could kill anyone I want, but I'm not going to. I could tell... I'm going to try this. For our drunk pings, we're going to... This is wrong. No, stop. This is what we're going to do. We're going to move it. We're going to tell Bryant it actually was one off. Okay, we'll do this. Dang it. Why do I keep clicking the wrong thing? I can't do it right. Okay, so we're going to do day one should be a yes. And then this is also be the wrong half of this.
Okay,
Brian,
what's more
real
opens?
quick. When I woke you last night and pointed at two players, which players did you see?
Mike and Jeff.
Mike and Jeff. No, you're one off. It's actually supposed to be Mags and Satan herself. Sorry, Brent.
Okay.
One of those two is actually the poisoner. I apologize.
Right.
We just miscommunicated with the pointing.
Well, Mags did say she was on Mike's team, so probably both of them. Thanks.
All right. Well, sorry. Thanks. Oopsie. Hey, Max.
Hey, Steve.
Go ahead and pick a player for me. Or two players, actually. Sorry. And also, I apologize. I was actually rereading the Fortune Teller. I realized I misread how it works. You don't get a number. You just learn yes or no.
Oh, Oh.
You were right.
Yeah,
I went back to the almanac, and you were right.
Seemed a little weird. Yeah, but who am I to say? You're the storyteller. So.
Where would you like to pick tonight? And I'll give you a yes.
Give me my correct information from last night.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So I gave you a 2, but it's really a yes.
Ah, okay. Wonderful. Thank you. All right, tonight I'd like to pick Johnny and Jeff, please.
Johnny and Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
And you get a yes.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Very good.
I know how it works now.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Hey, Johnny.
I'm surprised I'm not dead. Okay.
No, you're alive. What makes you think you'd be dead?
Because the way I was pleading made me feel like, like the demon would realize that I can do some harm to them. So.
Okay, I see.
All right.
So
what do we got?
You're gonna learn drunk.
Yeah, that makes sense. Could be the spy. Okay, I was hoping would proc as a townsfolk. All right, thank you, Steve. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thanks, Johnny. Best of luck. Yeah. We'll just wait for Satan to get confused and caught up because now the tokens have moved. Very weird. Thanks, Incel. Incel? There's a lot of L's in that name. That's actually your first time chat and telling you how much you love us? That's awesome and amazing. Mags got a yes on day 1 when it should have been a no, and she got a yes on Jeff and Johnny because I just feel like it's the best. Because Jeff's the recluse.
They've got it posted somewhere.
Good morning, players. First of all, before the game goes too much further, I must inform you all that I have made a whoopsie, but the mistake has been corrected. I do apologize for that. And also, Juan died in the night.
That explains why I turned into the imp.
Wait. Just to make sure that I'm not understanding this incorrectly, in the hypothetical world where Jeff was the virgin, and the mistake was that I should have procced Jeff when nominating Jeff, would you saying a storyteller mistake has been made, and I was wondering that during the night, would that be enough of a fixing the mistake, or would I have needed to be told?
So in the world where you nominated the virgin and should have procced, to fix that, I would have to announce that you had actually been executed the day before and change the game and stuff. Right. Okay. So that would not, killing you at night would not fix that mistake, but doing other stuff I guess in theory, making moving the drunk token and then retroactively fixing all that information could also be a band-aid on. There's options to it, right? But in your case, no, I would not just kill you at night and say I fixed it because you should have been dead. That would that would not count for this.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marshmallows and toast. One.
Okay, I'm convinced that he is being a rotten scoundrel.
Okay. We didn't say nothing, Steve.
Yeah. You're not getting content out of us. Can't clip anything.
I can do whatever I want.
Clip him right out.
Clip him, chat.
I don't think you're evil. You're not giving me evil vibes. And if you are, whatever, you'll kill me tonight and I'll just deal with it. If I die tonight, I'm going to have to point at you.
But I don't know what you are.
I am the Undertaker. No, I'm the Undertaker.
Good God. Okay.
I got Bryant as the drunk last night, but if he is the spy, then he could come up as the drunk. So
you got Bryant as the drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'll take it for now with a grain of salt. Sounds good.
Yep.
Give some options of what I might be. Or maybe I'm just really leaning into Jeff this game. No way to know.
For no reason?
The reason why we make chaos plays is so that when you make a play, people can't tell if it's a real play or a chaos play, okay?
Fair.
That's true, no prediction,
fair.
huh?
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Good luck.
Do the players enjoy the whoopsie reveal at the end of the game? Do most players enjoy the whoopsie reveal? That's our prediction. Do we think most people, I'll take a vote at the end, hands up if they enjoyed the whoopsie.
In my typing, I hit L, which made me leave.
Leave the game. Okay.
I can tell you 3.
3? That's so
you
many
can
rules.
figure out my role by which ones are double claims. How's that?
That's a lot.
No. The other 2 apparently are in play. So I am either the monk, the empath, or the mayor. You could process of elimination me.
Okay, I have heard of one of those.
That's a streamer mistake,
All
though,
right.
Steve.
I've heard both, but 2 or 3. I mean, the 2 I'm not.
Sure. Okay, great. I am either the washerwoman, the slayer, or the raven keeper.
Yes, it is true. I did not set a timer. However, that does not count as a storyteller mistake.
Steve, are you allowed to make more than one mistake?
Wow, mistakes abound.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's not a mistake. That's just a style decision. And yeah, we can open noms whenever you guys are ready. We'll start with Rob.
I just have a question mechanically.
Sure.
On this fabled character, the Deus Ex Fiasco, can you make, on purpose, can you make more than one mistake and correct it and tell us what it is? Or is it limited to just one mistake?
I mean, I'll read the words on the Fabled for you. It says at least once per game, which codifies to me as minimum of 1, maximum of infinity.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Minimum of 1 sounds crazy.
Have any evil players claimed to have been the mistake yet?
I don't know. Are you making a claim, Ryan?
How do you know that, Brian?
How do I know that? Because I know if somebody claims that they were evil, right?
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is he saying?
Okay.
Did a mistake happen to you, Brant?
Yes,
Is
that's
that
why
what
I'm
you're doing?
asking if anybody else has claimed one.
I see. You're claiming you're evil and a mistake happened.
Yes, that's what I'm claiming, sure.
I'm joking.
Imagine the mistake we're showing the wrong person as the demon.
Has anyone heard if an Undertaker saw me as a drunk?
Yes, an Undertaker did see you as a drunk.
Okay, then I
will.
Then I will say what the mistake was and what I think happened. The investigator, the first night I was told Jeff or Mike is the poisoner. I nominated a virgin, nothing happened. I think I was the drunk. Then last night I was told what the pings should have been, which were Mags and Satan, that they were both off by 1. I think what happened is I'm the drunk that was given correct pings, and the mistake was that he fixed is to actually give me wrong pings.
I could believe that.
Interesting. Yeah, so let's kill Jeff.
Yeah, I agree, McKay. I'm with you on this.
Welcome back, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Welcome back.
Rob, is that hand for a nom?
Yes. No, it's not for a nom. What I wanted to say about Bryant's thing there is I know of for sure one person claiming that a mistake was made mechanically. So Bryant's mistake would have to be a second mistake if the other person is telling the truth.
Down to kill the other person, too.
Yeah.
I've also been told, for what it's worth, that I have been seen as the drunk by a librarian. Make of that what you will. Brian told me his information first thing today, and I have no reason to disbelieve until I just learned I might be the drunk. So that's
Brian
Mike,
also.
do you have a nomination or just no? Okay. Johnny?
Yeah. I would
your
like
hand
to
was up.
nominate
That's why I'm
Jeff
asking,
A.
Mike.
Did you hear me talking?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's fine. I just thought at the end of that you might have been making a nomination. I just want to make sure that your turn was over. Johnny Ace nominates
We've heard
Jeff
enough,
A.
Mike.
Tell us why.
Between Brian's quote-unquote mistake, which may or may not happen, but may or may not be real. But also other things that I've heard, I just believe Jeff A is evil.
Jeff?
So I told 2 people that I would not fight a nomination, and I'm not going to fight it really, but I will say that I told Bryant I was recluse, and then Bryant said that I was in his pinks. So I don't know how truthfully, it is what it is. But that's fine. If you want me dead, you can kill me.
That is true, but I was seen as a drunk and not as an evil.
All right, 5 is the number.
I think for me, I would
You could still be the spy for that, right?
You could drop Bryant.
To be clear,
Yeah,
the
there's a
Mags
choice.
thing was not a mistake.
It looks
Mags
like
was
anyways.
poisoned,
I've potentially
and
heard
her
of something else
information
on Jeff A as
was
well.
valid for poison.
Interesting drops though.
5's enough. Jeff's on the block.
Just
Jeff
imagine that,
McKay?
like,
If he's the recluse, a lot of things make sense. That's all.
Jeff, was that McKay?
Yes.
That's
Explain yourself, Jeff.
McKay has been trying to get me killed all day, and this is the last time I'm going to get to nominate them before I die. So
That's a
please
real-
vote for McKay.
Yeah, that's a really, really great reason for you to nominate me, but not a great reason for anyone else to vote on me.
I have a different.
Everyone is free to do whatever they want. So
6 is the number.
We tried to get you into our alliance, Jeff, but
obviously no one.
you tried? No one tried anything.
I know.
Okay?
Yeah,
I haven't talked to Jeffy all game, and McKay has been trying to kill me.
I want to join an alliance.
I mean, you
know what?
are, Jeff, do you deny that?
Well, Mike, you should have
Choose not
talked to
enough.
me day one.
1.
Mike, have you said who was the librarian that saw you in their pinks as the drunk?
I don't want to out them unless they want to come forward.
Mike forgot that he might have to think of somebody to blame for that.
No, it's true.
Um,
I swear it's true.
I'm actually the librarian that saw Mike as the drunk. Yeah, sorry.
Rob?
It's not. I could say with certainty it was not Jeff.
Rob would like to nominate Mike.
Rob nominates Mike. Tell us why.
All right, so there are no less than 2 evil pings on Mike, although they're different in character. And Mike's a little fishy with his claims, so I think he's a better choice than Jeff A, who's just an outed recluse for the most part, from what I can tell.
I agree. Although, also,
Mike?
I don't know what I'm being fishy with my claims. I haven't claimed you at all, and I don't want to out somebody who isn't willing to divulge who they are because they shared information with me. Okay,
Well,
I'm a good player. You don't want to kill me.
I
6
think
is
you're
the
an
number.
investigator ping and a fortune teller ping.
I will break a tie.
An investigator ping that is also potentially either evil
Doesn't seem
or
like
a
momentum.
mistake or both.
Jeff didn't vote on this.
I'd be okay with it.
I said I wouldn't fight the nomination.
3 is not enough. Mike is safe.
Yeah, kind of believe Jeff.
Danny Boy?
May I please nominate Jeffy?
Danny Boy nominates Jeffy. Tell us why.
I want to be part of the alliance too. Maybe if I take out the leader of the alliance, I'll become the new alliance leader. That's Survivor 101 right there.
Ooh, Survivor 101. Jeffy, how do you defend yourself?
Bring it, Denny. I'll take you down tomorrow.
I gotcha. You don't have to vote on this.
Shout out to Rob. Has a
6 is the
podcast.
number.
Seems
I have to vote on you
enthusiastic.
in principle, Jeffy, but I don't. You're fine.
Jeff, I've given you so many opportunities to get yourself off this block. I want to be clear.
Have
Okay,
you?
you're supposed to vote on
All
me during
right,
the
3
day.
is not enough. It seems unlikely we're going to get any
I'm
traction.
equalizing, Jeffy. I'm
Mike,
equalizing.
would you like to try?
Look,
Yeah, I'd like to nominate Rob, please.
Mike nominates Rob. Tell us why.
Rob doesn't think Jeff should die. Rob is at best a spent virgin. I think there's an incredibly likely world where he's just evil altogether too, and I think it's an easy world to clear up.
Rob?
I don't care if I die. I'm a good character, and my ability has been procced unsuccessfully. So do what you want.
6 is the number. The Deus
Break
Ex
a tie.
Fiasco.
Are we lifting?
Yeah.
Jeff? Okay.
At least
looks
once
like
per
it.
game, the storyteller will
Jeff
make a
can still live.
mistake,
I'll leave it till you.
correct
For
it,
you,
I
Jeff.
can
and
nominate
publicly
McKay
admit to
again.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, 6 is enough. Rob's on the block.
The
I
war
was wrong. I
rages.
take everything I said back about not being able to get enough traction.
We went from
Yes,
a
you doubt me,
probably
Steve.
good character to a almost certainly good character for the
Bringing this day to a close
The Unthawed
in
Virgin. Almost certainly
3,
good.
2, 1. Rob
Character
has been
deathmatch.
executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
Oh, we didn't go to
Oh,
Grimoire.
no game over?
God damn it.
Come on.
Shocking.
Don't
killing the
worry, we
virgin.
got this.
Technically, would you consider a storyteller mistake that I did not put the died today reminder on the Grim to show the Undertaker? I don't think I consider that a storyteller mistake.
Was
No, I was not the
No.
librarian.
Hey, Mike, fun game so far.
Yeah, it's going okay. Except I poisoned librarian too. Well, I got whatever. Anyway, who do I think the real fortune teller is? I think there's a world where Johnny might be the empath. How's that night order work? Am I already? Is that ship sailed? Sorry.
I don't know. Poisoner's first in the night order.
But the demon would have killed before. No, if it would have got a ping on him. Boop 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 a doop. Let's go with Eric.
All right, Eric, it is. Perfect. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Interesting. He thinks Mags is the freaking librarian. Has he not talked to his evil team? We gotta follow Mike tomorrow. Holy shit. Hey, Jeffy.
I'm gonna laugh if I'm just protecting evil, which is definitely possible at this point in time. Can I protect McKay again, please?
McKay, it is. Perfect. Thanks, Jeffy.
Thank you.
So in the world, okay, right, the world in which I know you, like you're saying, Mark, like, oh, the librarian who saw him, he knows he poisoned Mags. So if Mags was the librarian, I would show incorrect information on him. That's why that's working, right? Hey, Denny boy. All right, time to take over in alliances.
Yeah, you know what's going on. You have my best interest at heart, right?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I would like to attack Eric tonight, and I'd like you to bounce it to whoever you think I needed to kill.
So in this case, you want me to use the mayor best to help you the most that I think you need help with.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Have fun with that.
I think that makes sense. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Denny boy. I can't. You need to coordinate, evil team. You can't ask me to bounce it when you poison the freaking mayor. Accidental. They stumbled into it. I could go to Eric and pretend that he's the Raven Keeper. Right? Go to Eric and be like, hey, go ahead and pick a player. And be like, oops. But I don't think I need to do that. I don't think we need to go that crazy. Hey, Max, go ahead and pick a player for me.
Fantastic. I would like to check Mike and Juan, please.
You check Mike and Juan and learn that no, neither of them is the demon.
Okay, very helpful. Thank you.
Enjoy. Hey, Johnny.
Still alive.
Still alive. Still alive. And today you're going to learn Virgin.
Okay.
Those got to be
Alright.
two of the saddest Undertaker pings to get. Drunk followed by Virgin.
Not great, especially when the drunk nominated the
Exactly. When it was in that order, then you're like sad, right?
I am a bit sad. If I am the drunk, Steve, I'm gonna be even more sad.
No.
All right.
No.
I'm just saying, if I am, if I'm perma poisoned, that's a whole other thing. Like that, at least was someone else doing it to me. But yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, we'll show the Grim here. There is a world in which I go. I think I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want this to make this an atheist game where I'm going around and no other people last night made a mistake. I can't, like the poison player. I think it outs it too much if I do that to him. So I'm not. We'll keep the back pocket. We can use the poison for another mistake later. and cover it with something else. But there's no, we don't need to go too crazy.
That was after.
Yeah, because I wanted him to get
Hey, good morning, players. Eric died in the night.
Oh, really?
3 minutes.
So,
Oh man.
Who died?
my thought,
Eric?
That's interesting.
if I'm evil, I don't put the recluse in my pings. I put 2 townsfolk in.
Have you gotten information from Denny? I'm the spy.
Oh, I am the poisoner. I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known poison and spy sooner because I
Well,
got Eric last night.
Yeah, I know. Did you know that Eric was the mayor, and that y'all just
No.
poison killed the mayor?
Oh, whoops!
Well, that's what you did.
Well, I guess that's that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Can I get the
maybe.
rest of the live players really quick?
Yeah. Johnny Ace is the Undertaker. I think Denny's purposely leaving them alive for a little bit. McKay is the Raven Keeper, who is the red herring as well. So I would absolutely love to frame McKay. Also double claiming my fake claim, which is hilarious. Of Empath. Jeff is the Recluse, so telling the truth. Jeffy is the monk who is protecting McKay every night, which again helps us. And Mags is the fortune teller.
Yeah, that saw me as the drunk because I poisoned them. Whoops.
Yep. Well.
All right. Sorry, Jeffy's the monk. You said
On Mike.
Yes, on Bryant and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then night 2, I checked Johnny and Jeff before all this recluse nonsense came out, and then Jeff came out as the recluse because I got a yes. So that made sense. So either Scarlet Woman who caught who caught the demon, or just a recluse.
That's the third evil thing I've heard on Jeff. So recluse. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get information last night as well?
Yeah, I checked Mike against Juan again, just in case like that 2 meant that Mike was like a Scarlet Woman, or he could still be another minion. But I got a no on Mike and Juan last night.
Okay, neat.
Yeah.
So according to your information, Bryant is the
starting demon.
Starting demon, probably a red herring or something. Yeah.
Maybe the red herring.
I'll go ahead and share with you what I am. I think that's fair. Okay. I am the Slayer, and I'm probably gonna go bang bang today.
Yeah, do it.
To that point. So, people I'm looking at are Jeffy. You said Mike and Juan are not the demon. Well, Juan's dead,
so not Mike. Yeah. He's also not the drunk. I'm his fake librarian. I just lied to him because I'm suspicious.
Okay.
Indy, there's literally been one mistake, and that's not putting the drunk down. Everything else has not been a mistake. There's literally not been a real mistake. The other mistakes is hidden by the poisoning. We're using the poisoner to cover mistakes. If you think there's been actual mistakes besides not putting a drunk down, I'd be curious to hear what you think there.
Yeah. There's definitely evil.
What was that about, Mike?
Look, can a man just do a bit once in a while just for fun? Say hello to his
I mean,
friends?
do we want to keep him alive till final 3 if he actually is the recluse is the question.
This is going to be a good day for Bryant.
Juan, you know you were talking about who we should kill.
Good day for Bryant.
Jesus Christ, I forgot the 3 of us are dead.
Welcome,
coming up, Bryant.
Welcome back to town.
I'll use my dead vote on it. It's fine.
Nominations are open.
I obviously cannot nominate because I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. But the Council of the Dead, except for Eric, I'm so sorry, Eric, but the rest of the Council of the Dead got together, and we discussed that there's an Undertaker seeing Bryant as the drunk and seeing Rob as the virgin. I don't believe there's a reason for a storyteller to make a change in the pings of a drunk investigator unless those pings actually include a minion. So there has to be a minion between Mike and Jeff. I have no idea what game Jeff is playing, and I truly believe I'm getting confused by that. But I am that it's so far-fetched and wild that I have to believe Jeff is actually the recluse, and I have to believe Mike is evil. Now, not only that, Mike claimed that a librarian saw him as a drunk, and nobody else has outed to be that librarian. At this point in the game, with all the mistakes that are happening and with the new Fabled, I would believe that if a librarian actually had seen Mike as a drunk, that librarian may have outed. So I am almost beginning to believe in a world where Mike is just making stuff up. Mike is a minion. We should kill Mike. We cannot vote. We don't nominate, but we'll vote.
I mean, the whole thing falls apart when the person who told me this is going to get either tell it themselves or I will out them at this point.
Oh, you're a minion?
Yeah, I have to make a confession. I lied to Mike until
Oh, wow.
So,
Because he didn't talk to me on
Actually, I
day
would have never expected that it was you.
If he had talked to me on day one, I would have told him the truth. And I never told him that.
Somebody kill Max, please. Somebody kill Max.
It's fine.
I was literally typing the day that I thought it was going to be safe that was going to come out and be like,
I was trying to be helpful.
Jeffy, you have your hand up and you're alive. What would you like to nominate?
I would, yes.
Who would you like to nominate?
Jeffy would like to nominate Johnny Ace.
Johnny Ace. Tell us more, Jeffy.
First of all, I have heard that there is at least one evil ping on Johnny Ace. And I need my vindication for day one. So, neener. And we should also do this.
Johnny Ace?
Like, I get you getting your vindication, and that is completely fair. I can't even imagine an evil ping on me. From, like, there could be one. But beyond that, I'm still on the mic train right now, because I haven't heard of a butler or a saint come out. I've heard of the Undertaker that heard Bryant was the drunk, so Jeff A as the recluse is good for outsider count. So let's kill Mike today.
It'll take 4 to put Johnny Ace on the block.
I do think Mike is a better choice than Johnny Ace, but
any saints or butlers would be great right about now.
I think Jeff A is a better choice than Mike.
Steve, can I ask a rules clarification?
One's not enough. Sure, Danny boy.
So I've heard from another player that a mistake happened to them. You, according to the Fabled, you have to admit that you made a mistake, right? So you have to admit every single time you made a mistake.
Yes.
Steve has only admitted one mistake, correct?
Yes.
So either Bryant or that other person is full of crap, for sure.
Well, who's the other person?
It's me.
Who was that?
Me, Mags.
Oh, then kill Mags. Like,
so
how am I
fine with that?
I will say that I told someone first thing on day one exactly what the mistake was, because I didn't need to wait around and try to
Bye,
pick
Sunny.
it up. Because
you didn't have to wait until it was happening.
I will confirm that. While that is true, we did have a conversation day one. This did happen. I'm not completely sure it doesn't mean that Mags isn't evil, though.
Fine,
The
kill me, I don't
mistake
care.
wasn't announced, so how would you have known it happened on day one?
Because it was
announced till day two.
obvious. It was
The
glaringly
nature
obvious.
is obvious if it did happen. I can confirm.
So
I
is
mean,
it
you're
possible
in
that
the new pings?
Rob?
no, I just had one extra question for Juan. Is do you have any Italian blood in you?
Any what?
Italian blood.
Is that an offer? Or?
I
Rob?
am
Oh my God, Brian.
so lost.
There's not even a
What a
Godfather on the
Kill Brian
screen.
for that. He's already
Mike
dead.
will nominate Mags.
All right, Mike,
Oh,
nominate
sorry,
Max.
Johnny had his hand up first. I apologize.
No, that's all right.
We'll get to Johnny in a second. Yeah.
Mags ruined our friendship on day one and almost got me killed, and is one of the two people maybe making up a Deus Ex claim. And I think, for lack of a better person to kill, obviously not me because I'm good, gotta get Mags.
Mags?
Well, Mike, I hate to be the one to tell you, but you were in a Fortune Teller 2 on night one.
So that's what you wanted to tell me about.
Sure was. Which later got corrected to a yes, but last night I got a no on you, so I don't think you're actually the demon. So I don't want to kill you.
Well, now I feel a little bad.
Yeah.
Can you share who was in the 2?
4 is the number.
Yeah, Bryant was the other one.
Oh.
So I got a 2/yes on Mike
I'm
and
okay
Bryant.
with this dying if other people want it to, but it might not get votes. Interesting.
2 is not enough. No one's on the block.
Boy,
Johnny.
that was hard to do.
So patient.
Yeah, that was really hard to do.
Guys, don't turn on me.
I would like to nominate Mike.
Johnny nominates Mike. Tell us more.
Yeah, everything that Juan said first off, I agree with. And for me, today was between Jeff A and Mike, and as of right now, outsider count confirms Jeff A, assuming Bryant isn't the spy, which is still a possibility.
Worst spy ever if I am.
Mike?
I'm confused why we're building a world on Juan when Juan's entire bit was based on me lying about being told I was the drunk, which again isn't what happened. So
there are other reasons why I believe Juan.
But what Juan said was wrong. That's what I'm so confused about. But sure, whatever.
You're
Not
also
that
in a
great of
fortune teller,
character.
yes.
But it's not just
I'm in a
that.
fortune
You're in a
teller
fortune
two.
teller, yes.
I'm in a fortune teller
You're
two.
one of the You're
Yeah,
one of the
and no,
Also in a
investigators.
fortune
one of the
teller, no.
investigator
Even though
pings
you're
it.
the drunk,
and
and
it's a
then
fortune
shifted
teller, no.
off of you because Brian is the drunk.
4 is the number.
I'm not saying you're
How
evil.
does a fortune teller get a 2?
I think town wants this.
Exactly. How does a fortune teller get a 2 unless
I'm
the storyteller
doing
makes
this.
a mistake?
Although I want to kill Jeff
By
tomorrow.
being evil?
6
That
is
was too
enough.
Bryant,
Mike's
Bryant is
now
That
on
was
the
too
block.
easy. Weird.
because
Yeah,
of
that was
my
too easy.
isolated yes on Bryant. Bryant is either
If I'm the
demon
spy, why do I
who
put the
died
ping on
and
the other
passed
place?
through
Final call?
Scarlet, or my-
Jeff, you're
Bringing
my
this
red hair.
day to a close.
Jeff nominates McKay.
There's a Scarlet Woman.
Jeff nominates McKay. Tell us more.
Well, one, I wanted to do it, but two, McKay is very suspicious and also double claiming somebody, so it's worth doing.
Ooh.
McKay.
Jeff, sure.
They're the goblin.
Yes.
they're the goblin.
You know what? You know what? Only I'm the goblin.
Oh no, the storyteller can make a mistake and make that a win condition.
7 is the number.
It is over.
In general, I would also like this dead.
They're in a double claim. Why is it?
Oh shoot,
me?
I meant to vote on that. Oh well. It wasn't gonna get votes anyway.
Oh,
Not
McCain in a
7.
double.
Yeah,
3 is
it's
not
7
enough.
to lift is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Shut up, Dave.
Bringing this day to a close.
Sorry,
In 3,
Bye bye.
2, 1.
Bye-bye.
Mike is executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
I really thought that was good.
Okay, going back because I didn't want to interrupt all that stuff happening, right? There was a talk about the mags, the Fortune Teller 2. A Fortune Teller 2 is, I'm using the poison to cover and hide the misinformation, right? To obscure the game. So you can give a poison fortune teller a 2. You can give a poison fortune teller a purple. You can tell them I could have said like poison or investigator. There's a number of things I could do to a poison player that makes their ability go away. Is it the best thing to do? Is it the most fun thing to do? I don't know. We're going to find out if the players liked it or not. I needed something that was poisoned to pretend to be the misinformation, to hide the real misinformation, to put them at odds with each other. And that was the goal. And so far, that aspect of it has worked out. Is it going to make for a fun game? I don't know. We're going to find out. For those of you asking, the new character says it's a Fabled. At least once per game, the storyteller will make a mistake, correct it, and publicly admit to it. I also wanted to do something that I feel most trouble brewing storytellers at the early career would do, which is give a 2 to a fortune teller, or give a what do you call it? Give like a forget to put the drunk down. So by giving a 2 to the fortune teller, I kind of framed them as both being evil, right? That was my thought process, at least. Maybe it doesn't work out, and maybe there's better ways to do this.
What is with all the mistakes?
Hey, Jeffy.
Why do I think that McKay's just the poisoner now?
What? Don't want to protect McKay anymore? You guys have been buddies.
I'm still gonna protect McKay.
Oh, okay. You're still going to protect
They're
McKay.
basically my ride or die at this point in time. But the fact that McKay was asked a question and I'm a little concerned with the response right now means I think that McKay's the poisoner.
Okay.
But yeah, it's McKay.
All right, McKay it is. Thank you, Jeffy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it absolutely forces a mistake. It's not like there may be a mistake. It forces at least one mistake, and you have to publicly admit it and correct it. Hey, Denny boy.
Why'd you kill Eric like that?
I mean, you can't control me. Don't meta me, Denny boy.
I wanted to just attack him, the mayor, the whole game, and like
Yeah, it would have been fun. You know, I was on your side, but you might want to have a chat with your minions on that one.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, who's getting it tonight?
May I please attack Jeffy?
Sure, Jeffy it is. Just to be clear, this is Jeffy, not Jeff A, because that would be a storyteller mistake.
Jeffy.
Jeffy, got it. Perfect. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Mags, go ahead and pick 2 players.
All right.
You're getting lots of fortune teller information.
So much just coming out my ears. All right. Let's go ahead and check Jeffy and McKay.
Jeffy and McKay, and you learn that yes, one of them is the demon.
All right. Fine.
Enjoy.
That's fine. Thanks.
Oh, I need to do this. Died today.
Still alive.
You're still alive, Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty easy. You're gonna learn Poisoner.
Okay. You know what, Steve? Last time, I was the empath, and I said I am not real, and I was real. So you know what? I am going to, for now, believe my information until it really doesn't make sense.
Okay, that seems like a good thing to do. Hopefully, I don't have to come and tell you I made a storyteller mistake later.
Yeah, that would be great if you didn't have to do that.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you.
Thanks, Johnny. All right, McKay is not actually safe. Storyteller mistake. Yeah, let's wake him up.
Why do I have to adopt your name?
Good morning, players, but not for Jeffy, who died in the night.
Oh, interesting.
3 minutes.
Very
Okay.
interesting.
All right.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Game. Let's see. You died day 2. You were executed. You got Jeff lifted off of and got killed. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I think. Yeah. I'll tell you what I am. I think that's fine. I'm the Slayer. I meant to shoot yesterday, except I was a freaking dummy and I was taunting Mike and talking to my neighbors that I completely forgot. But I'm alive, so I'm happy to shoot anyone. I think.
Because if I'm poisoned, then
I'm fine with hearing you saw that, but doesn't really mean anything in this game.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. So
I definitely have someone else down as fortune teller.
They're lying.
Okay.
I've been hard claiming fortune teller since day 1.
Did you look at me?
Yeah, I did.
Was I in a no?
I keep forgetting
I'll
about
tell
the
you what I
freaking
got
death
after you tell me what you are.
redemptions. Normally we don't do them for this night, but I'll announce it.
Oh, you are.
I'll announce it.
Double claim.
Love that.
I'm gonna keep them up. I'll get to them.
Fascinating.
I am sorry, Tom. I am sorry, Alan Michael, who also has one in the queue.
Does
Who's the
it?
other person, though?
Chat, yell at me when it's the end of the night. Yell at me to remind me.
No, yeah, that makes
I'm trying to keep the game going too fast.
Empath is a great.
Also, hi, Matara.
Red herring.
Hello, Matara.
So why aren't you pushing on your double claim?
I don't know. I have not heard of another empath, so no one has told me they are the empath. So
okay,
more, but you know.
And like 3 people claiming there to be mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, Mags is claiming a mistake that is a mistake, and so is Brian. Like those two could not possibly.
I agree. The thing is, like, I fully see. Like, the thing is, I have no reason in my world, which granted, you might not coincide with. You and McKenna are in double claim because you are a minion. Mike is a minion, and Max is just a demon. Because that's why Max was trying to claim librarian.
I'm happy
saying
with
Mike
Max
is a
to die.
drunk. Okay, so
I'm also
at
happy
least
with
we
Mike
felt
to die.
interests aligned. Even though I believe you're in a different team than me, we both agree Max is the most likely demon candidate today.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Jeff
See,
A.
now that makes me believe
is just a
now that
minion.
makes me believe Max is not a demon. Are you double bluffing me? Are you triple bluffing me? What is happening?
No, I'm
Juan.
literally the empath.
Gotta love Juan. We need a
I
Juan
kept it
emote in
pretty
chat.
close to the chest. I did.
We need
I
like a
did tell
Juan head
Max day
explode
one.
emote.
That is a thing that I did. We decided to just hard claim to each other, and she did tell me
Mm-hmm.
that weird mistake misinfo that did happen. She was being honest.
That's
if he's the
fair.
recluse or not, like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just useless.
Have you talked to Satan
So-
lately
No.
at all?
Slayer still?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her since day 1. Like Jeffy, Satan, and McKay. Like Jeffy gave me a claim day 1. I've heard nothing else since. I've got nothing from McKay or Satan. I haven't.
I'm gonna probably shoot Satan or McKay today, and I'll probably want Mags dead.
I am total. I mean, McKay is who I suggest to be nominated.
Juan is running the game and having Star Pass on night 1, but that's extremely far fetched.
Fucking with me.
How?
Or not.
Rob, I'm not. I have.
You look, man,
No.
your rolls made up on
I'm
nonsense.
telling
Dude.
you.
Don't even start with me.
Juan could
Welcome
not
back,
have
players.
Star Pass. Juan could be the spy. That's my niche role.
Danny boy, is that a hand?
Hi everyone, it's info dump time. And when I say info, I mean there's not that much info, but
Oh, Denny, I have info for you.
I love info. real quick, I am this game Slayer, for those who I have not told. I meant to shoot yesterday, and then I got distracted talking to my
That's
neighbors
the
all
info
day.
I have for you.
Oh, good.
I got a yes last
yesterday.
night.
Oh, again?
Yes. Would you like to hear it, or do you just want to go with your gut?
Go for it.
I got a yes on Jeffy and McKay last night.
Yeah, you would say that.
It's quite the
Okay.
fiasco.
So, right now I'm concerned that one of Bryant or Mags is evil.
It is quite the fiasco.
And so
I
if
think
Mags
that's
is
for
evil-
sure
Very good.
true.
Very good.
So I
Yeah.
probably
Text-
don't want to
Texas
shoot McKay
speech.
in that case. What if I shoot someone like Satan today?
You can shoot me. I won't die. Unless I don't know that I'm the demon. Yay, secret lunatic!
And I probably
Shoot
want
Mags.
Mags dead today.
Shoot
just
Mags.
because
I don't
Bryant or
think
Mags.
Shoot Mags.
is evil.
Secret
But I
out-
would shoot
uh,
Mags. I would
the
honestly
other
shoot
way of
Mags.
you.
I would like to execute
Yeah,
Mags because
I'm
I don't know if Mags is necessarily the demon.
Okay,
Mags
shoot me
is-
then. I
Yeah,
want you
shoot
to
me
shoot
then.
me, Denny.
Well, my concern is if we're killing Mags because we think Mags is evil, then I'd rather shoot Satan because then Mags is trying to paint McKay as evil, right?
How you
Why
been,
don't we wait till
Coldfire?
we get Mags on the block and then you can shoot?
That works for me. I agree.
To be fair, I was also cool with you shooting McKay
McKay?
I'm going to nominate Mags.
or Satan.
McKay nominates Mags. Tell us more.
I do not believe that there is both a fortune teller and an empath on this script.
Well, there is one. They are on the script.
No, I mean in the game.
Shut up,
Yeah.
Mags?
I feel like that's a wild accusation to make from someone who's in a double claim.
This is true, and I'm still concerned about this.
Yeah, and I don't know why nobody's pushing on that. So
I'm gonna nominate McKay later, to be honest.
Okay.
But
I
I
just
also
think
want you dead for other
Denny
reasons,
should
Mags.
shoot
I
me.
don't know.
No, Denny should just shoot me.
All
I
right.
would love to know if there are any other legitimate
down with Denny to
reasons
shoot you
other
also.
than the slightly chaotic thing I did to Mike.
It's the fact that you and Bryant both claim to
Yeah, I
Have
have
a
a mistake.
have a mistake.
That's the thing that worries me.
You tell him, Percy. Tell him.
Yeah, that's fine then.
3 votes is the minimum.
I would
Ross is
vote
just
for
gonna
this.
tunnel on this
I'm not
short
sure
one.
if the
Overvoted.
crowd's going to like this
Problem,
reveal, chat.
Mags, unfortunately,
overvote
if
it.
you're not evil.
No,
at least you
evil's
are.
voting.
Yeah, let's. Okay.
Nope. Just take me down. Y'all are always down.
5 is enough in almost the entirety of
Okay,
the
I don't
count.
like that. I do not like that.
Okay.
Not like that.
Unless
I'm
Mags
gonna-
knows that she has a Scarlet Woman and there's 6
Satan?
left.
I will nominate McKay.
Nominates McKay. Tell us why.
I'm gonna out the double claim today because I'm fed up with it. McKay's double claiming me. I don't know if we want our role question mark to be out there. Maybe it's a mistake.
Don't worry.
I don't know.
Satan, just talk to Jeff, okay?
Okay, I can talk to Jeff later. I think I trust Jeff as the recluse right now, but I don't know for sure. Okay, if it's cleared up, then it's fine. I'm fine.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not cleared up for everyone. Other people might want to vote on this.
If Jeff is
Yeah,
not the
if
recluse,
other
we
people
have
want
other
to.
problems.
But if it's cleared up, I'm fine.
Yeah. If I'm not the recluse, then we have a hidden saint or a hidden butler for some reason.
Butler.
Yeah.
I love you, Butler. Thank you for gracing me with your presence.
The one thing we don't
No, Butler, they
6
never
is the number.
It's not a Baron game. It's not a Baron game, guys.
There were 2 drunk tokens in the bag. It was fine. It was fine.
Chaos
Figured
butler.
out the
Jeffy,
mistake.
did you tell town what you were?
Nope, not yet.
I know what
Okay.
Jeffy is.
0, believe it or not, is not enough to beat 5. McKay is
I
safe
know
for the day.
Jackie's faithful.
Sorry, real quick. Would the dead prefer I shoot McKay today? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think it's worth it.
I generally don't think
Oh,
it
I'm not
matters,
dead.
but
Yeah,
that's who
shoot
I would
me
shoot
so
at.
that I don't look suspicious going into Final 3, please.
That's who I would
Yeah,
shoot, but I don't think you have an ability
That's
to
what a
kill
minion would say.
Eric?
No, I was just supporting Denny.
Steve, I'd like to claim Slayer, and I'd like to shoot McKay, please.
Danny Boy claims Slayer and shoots McKay. The game goes on,
Oops, killed
bringing
you.
this day to a close in
Well, I don't
3,
think Denny was probably sober at this point in the
2,
game.
1. Max has
having a
been
life.
executed and dies. Good night.
We had an alive
Yay.
fortune teller, empath.
This is where a game gets kind of interesting. We don't really have anything. It's just like a normal game of Trouble Bring It now with one simple mistake. One simple mistake and one poisoned info that looks like a mistake. Neither of which, by the way, really affected the game that much, other than the version didn't proc, right? If you think about this from, if you take out that mistake and saw all the information, it's just subtle tweak, a subtle finger on the scale that did this, right? It's interesting how, if you think about what the Fable can actually do, I think this is a good example of how much it can shake things up.
Actually, you know what? I don't have a claim for Mike.
Hey, Denny boy. Slayer shot didn't work. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was unlucky. Thought I'd get him. As much fun as it would be to bring Johnny Ace to the final 3, bring an Undertaker along, I think they're too trusted. So they have to go. So I will kill Johnny Ace today.
Johnny Ace it is. All right. I had a feeling this was coming. Thanks, Denny boy.
Thanks, Steve.
That's it. There's Ravenkeeper is Ravenkeeper not there. Undertaker's gone. Yeah, we'll ask them what they think the mistake is. We'll explain the mistake, and then we will get their vote rating for the payout.
Thank you. You've made my life so much better.
Good morning, players. Last night, Johnny Ace made a mistake while cliff jumping, and yeah, sorry, Johnny, the real world is not Looney Tunes.
Was it a storyteller mistake?
That was a death redemption by Alan Michael 40 minutes ago, and I keep forgetting to redeem it. We are in Final Four. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to figure it out.
Oh, do the empaths have new numbers?
There are no
They're both
empaths.
next to our Rick
Nope.
list.
Wait,
Still a one from me.
There's no empaths, Denny.
I don't know what that
Empath is
means.
a demon bluff.
I'm finally useful though, which is very exciting. Okay, I'm the empath, by the way. There's no point in any.
Empath is a demon bluff. That I'm putting money on it right now.
Well, I mean, if Satan's the empath,
no.
we really should have killed Jeff one of the many times we had him nominated.
I think why I'm still alive is because I'm the least useful empath in the whole world.
I feel like it's possible Jeff is actually a minion after all this, but then where's the other outsider? No, he must be a regular.
Where's the other outsider?
Jeff is
That's why I think they left me alive.
I have
Also,
a world.
whatever happened to me, it doesn't matter.
I don't think it's a spy game unless I'm perma poisoned because I was the Undertaker.
I think we're getting a bunch of mistakes
Oh.
fixed in Final 3, so let's just go to sleep.
I have a world where
It would be very
Bryant,
interesting to see if
Penny,
anywhere we're
and
at.
McKay are the evil team.
Okay, well, that's a
and
bad
Johnny
world.
was the drunk instead.
Be nice.
Huh, that'd be interesting.
I could absolutely be
I'm
the drunk.
not evil.
At the very least in that world, we have an evil dead.
I mean, you don't really need to go to Final
Yeah,
Four,
definitely
right?
that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Bryant makes a good point.
I think that's a good idea.
But then what about you, Mike?
What about me?
Well,
Hi.
what is McKay if McKay's not the empath?
I don't know. Ravenkeeper, I think. But who the hell knows? I'm not sure. The only world where I'm evil is I had to have been a starting demon who nominated a virgin and got executed
It
painfully.
is true, Daniel. You can star past a recluse, and they stay good.
I know
I've only
some
ever done it
people,
once
sorry.
in a real game.
That's fine.
And everyone had fun with it, I think. The person that was like, everyone knew it was a recluse.
Yeah.
From the,
Oh,
like
God.
this
Okay.
situation would be
yeah.
the perfect kind of situation to do it.
I hate this. I hate being in
Me
Final
too.
3 or
I
Final
also
4, I
hate
guess.
this. I would so rather be dead.
There's no reason to execute here, so I guess we all sleep.
Agreed.
That is the question, isn't it? Do we go to sleep or do we not?
Unless Steve makes a storyteller mistake and kills us all.
What if there
Or
were
there's 3 evils alive.
If
Danny
it's
boy?
specifically McKay, Denny, and
Okay, 2 points. Sorry, I really don't think that there's 3 evils alive between Bryant and Mags and Bryant's information and I don't know weirdness going on that right side. Sorry, other way.
Left
I
side?
don't think there's any way we have 3 evils alive. So I think we can sleep. Johnny, are you willing to share your information?
Yes, I am. So I'm the Undertaker. I am not the drunk unless Juan is the spy because Juan, Washerwoman, confirmed me. And I want to be very clear on how this happened. Juan said, on 3, we're going to say your role. And I said, okay, so you're the Washerwoman. And Juan said, yeah, okay. So I said, okay, 1, 2, 3, go. And then I was silent and he said Undertaker. So Juan is either the Washerwoman or the spy. I don't, unless I was perma-poisoned the entire game, then I don't think that Juan is the spy. So I cannot be the drunk. I saw Bryant as the drunk. I saw Rob as the virgin. I saw Mike as the poisoner.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
The fact that I died after we killed Mags makes me wonder if Mags was also evil.
Did I not send? I didn't send the
It's
Grim
definitely
to
possible.
Satan
I think
last
either
night,
way we
right?
have an evil dead. I don't
Technically,
think
that was a
there's,
storyteller mistake.
I think we have an evil
Don't worry
dead.
about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would not
Try
talk about
inspiration.
any alive
I hate
players.
that actually. I hate that was a real
just let the
storyteller
demon kill
I
mistake.
agree.
whoever they want to
I
kill.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Starve them out.
Final call for nominations.
I mean, I don't trust any of the live players, so whatever. Except Jeff. I guess I trust Jeff accidentally.
I was,
Yeah, unfortunately, I trust Jeff
God.
too.
I love being the most trustworthy recluse of all time.
I know, right?
Jeff, I think I have bad
Three
news,
evil
brother.
I have some bad news for you, Jeff. You might
Bringing
be
this day
killing
to a
me
close
tonight.
Oh God.
in 3.
if Jeff doesn't
Two,
die, we know he's the demon, though. At
one.
least there's that.
Nobody's executed. Nobody dies.
Oh, jeez.
Good night, everyone.
And
McKay just telegraphed that they're going to.
You guys. I made so many jokes about how we're doing TB because it's the easiest thing. I can't make mistakes. And then I literally forgot to wake up the spy, right? I don't think I did.
Matter.
Satan,
Hello.
did I
Has this
forget to
been
send
found?
you the Grim last night?
No, you sent me the Grim.
I did send you the Grim. I was telling chat that I thought I made a legit actual mistake, but I didn't intend
Sent
to.
it to me, did you?
Okay. Well, you know what? Nobody has a rewind button, so nobody actually knows if it happened or not. We'll just assume it was not a storytelling because it wasn't an intentional one, but I thought I might have made a real one. It was like very less impactful because you've seen it, nothing's changing. But like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here panicking about making a real storyteller mistake in the reveal. Chat, you rewind it. You let me know. All right, I'll send it to you tonight.
Woo, thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, Steve.
All right, Denny boy. I think I know what this choice is going to be, but
I think I'll kill Jeff.
Jeff,
I confirmed outsider.
Jeffy. Okay, Jeffy. I see.
Jeff
Jeffy.
A.
Jeff A.
Please.
Now, what if I make a storyteller mistake and I think you're pointing at one away from what you really are? That would be terrible.
Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah.
Don't do
But
that.
no. Jeff, it is. Yeah. Like, with the evil team, no one taking an outsider bluff, you kind of have to. Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Good luck. No, YouTube does not, Ellen Michael. Lies. I might have shown it. I did send the Grim. Thankfully, I just remember going to Denny Boy and being like, "That's it. There's nothing else to do tonight." But apparently there was. I did send it. Okay, great. Ha! I'm better than I thought. I'll just wait for the thumbs up from Satan, and then we will.
It was a very early, like.
Okay, here we
Good
go.
morning, players. Last night, unfortunately, Jeff A died because he was transformed by a wizard wish into Ben Bird's internet and immediately died.
Oh,
That's a great one.
It
And that request comes from Tom is trans. Thanks for that one. 37 minutes of missing on that one and forgot to send it. This is your final 3, so I'll give you guys about 3 minutes.
I don't know if that's real.
I'll give you guys
Mickey,
4
what
minutes
the
and then
heck
we'll
are
close
you?
the day.
What'd you get, Satan?
I got a
2, probably. Yeah.
Of course you got it too.
Of course.
That's not right.
oh, of course.
That actually makes me think you're more evil, Satan.
Yeah, same.
No.
I have a
not,
brief
though.
world to pitch really quick.
Wait.
I know Bryant and I are clearly in opposition. In my world, Bryant was evil. Johnny must have been poison locked or at least poison sniped several times because Bryant would have been the starting demon. I have yeses on Bryant and Mike. I have a yes on Johnny and Jeff, and I had a yes on Jeffy and McKay. If Denny's Slayer shot didn't work on McKay yesterday, then Denny may not be the Slayer. But that's my world. So to me, it's McKay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm leaning to McKay here too.
Me too, and I don't even agree with Mags apparently.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm leaning Denny boy.
I mean, in my world, both of them are evil.
I
So they're
mean,
both...
so in
Jeffy,
my
your
head,
hand
They
Denny,
are,
was
but I have
up.
a fortune teller yes on McKay and not Denny.
And
I
2 other pairs.
True.
Not the 4.
I
Yeah, one including a
100%
recluse.
I 100% believe that Denny Boy could wriggle his way out of a Slayer, claim if he were the demon. But I do think it just makes more sense for Slayer to be a minion bluff who clears their demon. The demon's claiming Ravenkeeper, and oh no, the demon found out, I was a Ravenkeeper, so they're not killing me at night. Like that.
Just to be clear, players, the game ends at the end of this countdown. Jeffy, did you have something you want to say?
You're muted.
Just the way, and this is one thing that Eric and I were talking about, just the way that Denny really wanted Town to decide who he was going to shoot instead of going with what he wanted felt evil to me. So I would be inclined to go after Denny.
Rob?
What are you?
Denny, I have a question. What day did you shoot?
Day 4. That's the day we killed Max.
Yep, day 4.
Day 4, the day we killed Mags. Okay.
McKay, what are you?
I'm the Ravenkeeper.
Okay.
Danny boy, is that it? 2 minutes for noms?
I mean, like, I Slayer shot McKay, so I have to, like,
It has to be.
So I'm leaning towards Satan.
I fully believe that Satan has a 2, and I think it's McKay. That's sort of where I'm at.
I don't want to go for
I'm
McKay.
inclined to think it's Satan because of that too.
I'll only vote for McKay.
I have to either be poisoned or I have to find a singular minion among Mags, Mike, and Bryant.
If you're poisoned,
which is possible. There are some worlds that's possible in.
Okay.
But it's
Mike
pretty
as a
difficult.
poisoner.
Yeah. Mike being seen as a poisoner is a pretty viable world for that's who your minion is.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I think that's probably the simplest world for me. I can believe that.
We're at the final minute, so...
Someone
I
nominate.
would vote on either, to be honest, at this point.
So,
But I trust Jeff the most.
if we believe that Denny is good and on the good team, then it can only be Satan.
I don't believe Denny is on the good team.
Okay, I'm just saying, these are the worlds, right? Denny is good and on the good team. It can only be Satan. The
That's
other
not true.
possibility is that Denny is evil, right? And therefore,
Final 30 seconds.
Someone nominate.
it's
Denny
McKay.
Boy nominates Satan.
Or Denny.
Denny boy nominates Satan. Denny boy, lay it out for us.
I think it is completely possible that McKay is the demon. Mags poisoned me the day that I Slayer shot, and McKay is the demon. The fact that Satan was said Empath 2 makes me obviously think it's her because I know I'm not evil. So Satan could be just a minion, and McKay could be the demon, and that seems totally viable. But I have to make a choice. They weren't nominating, which is something that the evil team likes to do, so I just have to make a decision and go with it.
Satan herself, your defense.
That's true. I was not nominating. I should have looked at the timer. I will be nominating after this. We can Dorito. I would like to do that. I'm not the demon. I am the empath. I've been the world's most useless empath until right now, and even then, I'm useless. So
What if-
this has been a rough game.
You put your info in chat.
Yeah,
2
sure.
votes is needed to put Satan on the block.
I'm concerned Satan isn't going to nominate McKay.
I will. Don't worry.
I think it's Denny. I think it's Denny.
I think this is the great amount of nights. If it's not, then I just have 1s until I have a 2 now.
1 is not enough. Satan herself is safe for the day.
So Satan was like the
I
third
will
conversation I
nominate
had this whole
McKay.
game.
I'm just gonna do that
Satan
quickly.
herself nominates McKay. Tell us more.
I trust Jeff the most in this game, and Jeff thinks it's McKay. I think either of them have arguments, so I'm not really super pressed. It's mostly about what Town wants here, in my opinion, but that's what I'm going with. Also, McKay double claimed me for like half the game.
I did double claim you for half the game because I was trying to get killed in the night. I didn't want to say I was the Ravenkeeper because who would? But also, you're all going to vote on this, and good is going to lose. But I don't think anything I say is going to convince you guys. I'm not even sure it wasn't Satan, so I don't think it matters if we kill me. It's not me, though, so that's all I got.
Who's the number?
For the next nomination.
Well,
I mean,
no,
I will
Rob,
nominate
we should
Denny,
vote on
but
who the
this
demon
is-
is.
This seems like Town. I don't want it to be.
All of evil is voting on this, so enjoy that. 100% every evil
8
player voted on this.
is enough. McKay
I
is
would
on
say
the
Satan's gonna have it
block.
right, but-
It can't be.
It cannot be beaten. Therefore, McKay is brought into the center of town, is executed, and dies. And our game is now over. And congrats.
Satan
Yes,
won
thank you.
already.
Thank you, Clock. And the game goes to our evil team. Congratulations, evil team. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the mistake. I will say there's only a single storyteller mistake made in this game. Despite what you might have heard, there's only one. Other than that, it was just a very simple trouble brewing being overthought by a lot of very advanced players, which I do like. That being said, let's give a shout out to our Slayer, Denny Boy the Imp, who was your starting and ending imp the entire game, along with Satan herself, your spy.
There was a spy.
There was a spy, and we'll round out our evil team with Mike, our poisoner, who did poison some people. That was your evil team for the entirety of the game. On day one, when I sent out the bag, I forgot to put a drunk in. Oopsie. Or actually, so the token says whoopsie. So there was no drunk put in the bag. So when I realized that during the first day looking at the Grim, we decided that whoever nominates the virgin will become the drunk in that moment. And that is why Bryant, your starting investigator, became the drunk. And when he nominated Rob the virgin, he did not die. If you go back and look, Satan, I don't know if you noticed that there was a missing outsider or a missing drunk on the Grim.
I did.
Okay, you did. The drunk token was on yourself. I accidentally put the drunk token on the spy. When I shifted my Grim, it fell down next to the spy. That's why there was no drunk in play. I'm sorry. That was like a very easy to make mistake.
I assumed that was a Deus Ex thing, and I was just like, I'm along for the ride. We'll see what happens.
It just fell into the wrong place. That's why we fix it. However, on night one, Mags, the fortune teller, did wake and pick Mike and Bryant, and I told Mags that you got a 2 because I misunderstood that you were the, I read it like an empath. You're supposed to learn how many are evil, not if it's the demon or not. And then I had to go back and correct it until you got a yes. All of that was bullshit because you were poisoned by Mike, so that was not actually affected by the fable. That was just you being poisoned akin to getting a green from like
that
anything
is so
else.
Mean.
Yes, it is very mean. Thank you. Eric the mayor was killed. Mayor bounced one night to Juan the washerwoman and then was accidentally poisoned by Mike, who thought he was the fortune teller. And Denny Boy killed Eric and said, please bounce it to somebody that should die. I couldn't, because the evil team accidentally stumbled into that level of coordination.
Very funny combo between Mike and I was like, did you know you poison killed the mayor? And he was like,
yeah,
no.
I will remind you, there was a spy and a poisoner that did not really sync up until like day 3. Jeffy the monk, who spent the entire time protecting McKay, your red herring raven keeper. Jeff, your only outsider, the recluse, and Johnny Ace was the sober and healthy undertaker that got all true information. Congratulations. So to reiterate, the one mistake that was made was that we forgot to put the drunk in. The drunk was on the spy, which is not legal, so we moved it to whoever nominated the version on the first day. And then retroactively, I told Bryant, hey, you pointed at the wrong people. But like in theory, with the recluse on the other half of your ping, I didn't have to do that. Your information would have been pinged off of the recluse anyways, and you can give a drunk true information. But I did that to try to cover, because I also thought one of the things that always happens when I run in person is somebody points at someone or I point at someone and they say, oh, I thought you were pointing at a different player. So I wanted to emulate that a little bit here in this.
So my meta was right?
Yes, your meta was absolutely right. But layered a little bit with the poison covering to make it seem like whoever was poisoned was getting the Deus Ex information, right? So I got to say, we did do a chat prediction mid-game because I forgot to do a prediction pre-game. After this had all played out, I said, will the players enjoy the reveal that this was the mistake made, or would they not? So if I need a vote from town, hands up if you enjoyed it, hands down if you did not.
I think it's very harsh against the virgin. Like, no matter what, I was just screwed.
No, you were the drunk, Rob, really.
It looks like we had 6 hands up.
Undertaker.
6 hands up, 7, 6, which makes it exactly half. Maybe 6 and a half, 7. Okay, 6. Well, I guess we'll just nullify the prediction if it's an even split. I can't do that. In a way, the other half that we could have always done, Rob, which was always on the table, our backup plan was that if it wasn't mechanically possible, you were just the default drunk if we couldn't move it in a way that satisfied anything.
Yeah, no. It was super virgin friendly.
It was 6 out of 12. How can you say that's not less than half? 6 out of 12 people put their hands up. Mike, you got thoughts?
I think it was 5 out of 12, actually.
Just reveling in the
Up
wind.
and down.
Eric's was popping up and down, and McKay was popping up and down. Yeah.
It's definitely a weird.
I was a 0.5.
Yeah, you're the 0.5. So yeah, I mean that is an example. I tried to do storytelling mistakes that I thought a new storyteller might actually do. I think people give a 2 to a fortune teller a lot of times accidentally, right? Or a 1 or a 0. I'm a player too. Did I enjoy it? Am I the tiebreaker? Cold Fire Surge? Ooh, that's a good point. I did enjoy it, but that might be too mean to win the vote based on that.
You want to do another base 3?
We are. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to go to break. This was TB with the Deus Ex Fiasco. I'm going to run, and this is going to drive you players wild. We're going to run S&V with it in play and see what happens there.
Nice.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a minute with some more Clocktower action. All right, welcome back for game 2 of the Deus Ex Fiasco. This is the new Fabled from TPI that just came out a few hours ago. At least once per game, the storyteller will make a mistake, correct it, and publicly admit to it. I did see some conversation that makes it worth bringing up, right? In the Almanac, in the rules of Clocktower, if a storyteller makes a mistake, you're not supposed to correct it. You're just supposed to say, I've made a mistake and move on. So the big difference with this and how the official rules work is they want you to fix the mistake in some way to make the world work, and then go on with it. So I think the real habit for people is like, oh, go back. You should have gotten a no last night. I'm sorry. But the rules don't really want you to do that. They don't want you to try to go back and remember the game state. So that's the biggest difference here. Now, on a script like S&V, I could probably not make an intentional mistake and we'll probably end up making one, right? That's probably the case. But, I'll remember to make one. I'll remember to make one.
You'll remember to make a mistake.
I'll remember to make a mistake. It's a weird sentence.
Yeah.
And then later admit to the mistake.
Yeah, I have to admit to the mistake. That's the hardest part for me, is like admitting to the mistake. I want to publicly refute that I made any mistakes. That should be the Fabled. There were no storyteller mistakes. Exclamation point. That would be a fun Fabled.
Forget to tell Ash when the Fangu jumps to her.
Oh yeah, you've been the Fangu for a few nights. Sorry, Ash.
There are no storyteller mistakes. Isn't that just the atheist token?
Yeah, that's one of the rules in Legacy.
Yeah, that's true. If a storyteller makes, we already had this Fable, right? If the storyteller makes a mistake, then reality reshapes itself around the mistake. That so we previewed this one months ago. We're ahead of the curve. All right, I'm gonna go set up a bag. You guys stay here. All right, chat. I'm soliciting fun ideas. I have some ideas, right? The ideas I'm thinking of is like an evil twin where I forget to send out the twin pair. I'll be like, I forget to say who the twin pair was. Or, I basically put a Nodashian and give too many bits of incorrect information and I have to correct everyone's information to be false to make it a Vortox game. I could forget to put a demon in the bag at all. I could. Is the math number affected by mistakes? That came up in the last game, and it is a character. But the intent, okay, if you're making an intentional mistake, maybe, but normally you're rectifying mistakes. So it's really tough. Like math is hard enough without trying to come up with that kind of convoluted things. Making no mistake and public announcement for fun. That's like completely against the script. True info in a Vortox game would be a fun storyteller mistake. True info in a Vortox game for sure. Witch curse someone at the end of the day. Like forget to run the witch curse until later. I thought about that, the BMR re-rack. I thought about doing a thing where I start TB and be like, oh, wait, no, we've been playing Trouble Brewing, and switch over and keep seamlessly going with the same information. But it takes too much trouble to set that up. Make a mistake that helps the good team? Wow, Doug, you're the first nice person I think that's ever thought about using it to help the good team. That's actually pretty interesting. I honestly hadn't even considered that. It could also be when the demon is executed, I don't end the game and I keep it going and I say, oops, I thought it was an evil twin. That could be our thing, right? We put a demon in play and we end the game and we be like, oh crap, we thought there was an evil twin. The problem with giving a wrong demon token out is that we'd have to do the outsider modification ahead of time, right? It doesn't work with Fangu. Yeah, I mean, this is only one half of how to use this Fabled. Using it as a safety net for newer storytellers is one thing. Using it as a mini atheist is for sure another. We are playing with 11 players too. I'm going to do an evil twin, and I'm going to forget to tell the good player that they are an evil twin. And we'll give true information in a Vortox game. And screw it, we're going to put a pit hag. Why not? Put Serenos to make the wrong people mad. That's always an interesting one too. We'll do Flower Girl. We'll do Artist. Snake Charmer that rewinds time. I'll avoid Clockmaker because that's bad. Dreamer. Juggler. Oracle. Sage. Seamstress. This is the easiest without breaking our brain. Don't tell either. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Oh, if I don't tell either, that's so much meaner to the evil twin pair. Right? If I'm like, oh crap. It's kind of funny if I... Does it help good to not tell either? I think so. Ooh, a snake charmer that isn't poisoned after the switch. That's also fun. But I don't know if I could easily rectify that. I guess I could. Yeah, I think this is good. Ooh, Madness killing the wrong person and bringing him back. The problem with that is it's an execution. So if I execute for Madness Break and then bring them back. So if I execute for Madness Break on a wrong person, that could affect them getting information. It's really hard to do balanced. All right, I'm going to pass this out. We're going to make one change here. We're going to make one change. We're going to put a Savannah in and we're going to take out... We'll take out the Juggler. All right, let's pass this out. We're going to give Juggler... Philosopher... Mathematician. There we go. That seems solid. It could be a day one re-rack if the good twin doesn't know. You and an opposing player know each other. We're going to show the twin pair to Jeff. Oh God, Ash is going to get executed, huh? That should be the only setup, right? Setup. Nope, that's it.
Like, I have to get my animals and all
All right, players. Good
It's
night.
crazy.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Since Danny Boy's not here, I'm just going to say, oh, Danny Boy, you are still here. Thank you. I thought your internet was dead for good, but you're back. Thank you.
They came back.
Wonderful.
I'm just here crocheting hedgehogs still. I think I have over 10 done.
Okay. The question is, do we lean into the mistakes or do we just make a single easy mistake? We're just going to make the single easy mistake. Wake Satan, wake Danny Boy. This is the demon. These are your minions. Go. Wake Ash. These are your minions. These characters are not in play. Go. I need to pick somebody. This is a fun pair. And we get to mess with Mike.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Danny Boy. You're going to learn that your good twin is Mike the Flower Girl.
I love that. Have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. Hey, Neutral Steve. Thanks for donating in chat earlier. I saw the big donation come through in the first game. That was very nice of you.
Sorry, it was a mistake. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, that was just a little mistake.
Yeah. Cool. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and choose my neighbor Rob, and that way, at least if I believe their good side of the dream, then I can message them.
Perfect. You pick Rob, and you learn Vigor Mortis or Philosopher.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll mark it for later. Vig Philo. I feel like sometimes when I say evil first, people are more inclined to believe that I've slipped up and said that, oh, they must be evil because I'm looking at their token. You know what I mean? So we'll see if Steve metas that. Hey, Jeff, would you like to use your ability? You are muted.
Okay. I'm gonna play it pretty risky and hold on to it, I think.
Yeah, perfect. That's not that risky.
Cool.
Like going in blind night one, I feel is more risky.
I don't know. Maybe.
You could argue it either way. I'm saying there's no right or wrong way to do it.
I'm gonna get killed night one, and then it'll be risky.
Perfect. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Steve.
So far, the only thing I'm going to do is with the twin pair. I've been debating on this, Denny Boy, but I do think it's going to be more interesting if I lift the curtain a little bit on this particular side of things. I am intentionally not telling the good twin that they are an evil, like they are the good twin, and I will go to them on night 2 and tell them that. The problem I have is that when they come out, everyone will know that that was the only mistake that was made, essentially, right? So I don't know how to counter that, but I thought by letting you in on that, you might be able to come up with a plan. I'll leave it in your hands.
Okay. I'll figure it out. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Thanks, anyway. Sweet. Let's wake him up.
Genesis, so I never played it.
Good morning, town. Unfortunately, I was killed because my head exploded because I had a little bit too much information I was trying to hold. I'll give you guys 4 minutes on the first day. That should be plenty.
Typical S&B reaction.
Great.
Who wants to cheat?
Why am I still next to Jeff?
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Jeffrey.
You want to have a bat at Clocktower Alliance? Yeah, I said that.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Yeah.
We're admitting to the public that we're bad at Clocktower, and we are in an alliance.
Horrible
about
at
That's
it, in
awesome.
fact.
Yeah, terrible. Just god awful. So what are you?
You want a hard claim?
I'll hard claim.
All right, I'm the flower girl. First time I've ever actually been the flower girl before.
I hope you're taking notes. I'm the
I have a
seamstress.
spreadsheet.
That counts. All right, well, I'm the seamstress. I haven't used it yet, so
Nice. Well,
if you're the demon, you can kill me, and that'll be funny.
if you want to try and find someone, I'm definitely the good half of whoever you pick.
Cool.
I didn't come up with
Sounds
savant
great.
info.
Thanks, Mike.
Later.
Bye.
Here's the thing, right? What do I do with the savant? Either both of your neighbors are evil, or a once per game ability has been used. Let's see what Ash is bluffing.
Seamstress or something like that.
Philo seam. Cool.
What's
All
a good fake thing to philo into?
Savant? Don't do that.
I don't want to do it. I did
Dreamer?
it recently.
Yeah. If we want to sell that it's not Vortox, I don't know. It might be kind of hard. So
I don't know if it's worth it.
yeah. So you can play along with like I was the dreamer and then I dreamt someone wrong.
Get some ink.
Can I ask you, would your character like to go to space?
That's another thing to talk about. We could move the evil twin thing, right? I could change the evil twin that was in play, right? But Danny Boy knows what Mike is, so I can make that fix and it kind of works. Or I have to change that later. I can give completely false information to someone and then say that a storyteller mistake was made and be effective by that. There's so much to do.
All by myself anymore. Demonetized. Yeah, really, I'm just left alone out here.
Odd number of people. What are you gonna do?
Mike,
sitting down and sure.
So I'm very disappointed that I'm not the Philo Alchemist Cernovus in this game.
Such an offensive phrase to my ears.
I know, right? What do you want to share?
I've already hard claimed to 2 people, so I'm not going to tell you mostly anything. Okay. But I'll tell you I'm a good townsfolk, and I'm not an outsider.
I am the same, and I hate my role.
If Mike's executed, we won't end the game, and we'll find a way to keep it going.
I've actually never been this role, as far as I know.
Ooh, that's cool. All right,
yeah,
fair enough. All right, that's good.
Cool.
See ya.
Sorry you hate your role. Have fun.
Yep. Bye-bye. Hey, Steve.
What's up, Rob?
Can we do our thing?
Oh yeah, you want your information? That would make a lot of sense. Actually, why does my break timer still say break timer? That's dumb. Anyway, you're gonna learn that either both of your neighbors are good, or there is exactly one form of madness in play.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy.
Bob, if you're a fellow artist, I hope you told the artist.
Yes, McKay?
I'm not sitting on it. The question is if I want to make a good choice or a bad choice. What is that thing? Just ask chat. If
yes, McKay, yes.
I got asked about which...
That was your question, right?
No, that was not my question.
No, you said the question is, do I make a good choice or not? And I said yes.
No.
I think that was a question.
No. I want to know if my artist question specifically is this either a Vortox or a Fangu game?
Is this either a Vortox or a Fangu game? No, it's not.
Great. That's the answer I didn't want you to give me.
I had to think about it. Like whenever you do ors, it's always confusing. Yeah.
Yeah, after last night's explosion.
Hey, Mike.
I'm just here to be a part of something.
Yeah, you just want to be part. We can hang out for a little bit. What's your little digital clock going on in the background? It's like digital, but it looks like a clock tower.
I'm not sponsored, but it's called a Kaido clock, KYDO.
Okay.
I love knickknacks, and it's a great knickknack. You can all sorts of like different things you can change it to. It's really cool art on it. Oh, that one's a mug.
You can do it remotely.
That's a cat.
Yeah. Is it like connected to your computer?
No, I've got a remote.
You got a remote in your hand. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great little thing. It gongs. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's all it does.
All right. Well, your clock is cool. That is true. That's your artist question. True.
Nice.
Oh, as my
Ash, why aren't you including?
If anyone would like to juggle, let's hear it. Hands up for the juggle-thon. Neutral Steve.
Yes, I would like to juggle Satan as the seamstress. McKay, just shot in the dark, I'm going to say artist. Denny Boy as the math. Mike, because he went out there, also the artist. And myself as the juggler.
Juggles heard. Jeffy.
I would like to juggle myself as the juggler. Rob as the Philo. Ash as... I might as well do it, Fangu. McKay as the flower girl. And Johnny Ace as the mathematician.
Heard. Eric?
I would like to juggle Steve as the barber, Rob as the barber, Satan as the barber, Ash as the barber, and McKay as the Pengu.
Juggles heard.
It's a lot
Mike?
of jump opportunities for you there, mate.
I'd like to juggle myself as the juggler, Eric as the oracle, Jeffy as the gambler, which isn't on the script, the town crier, Rob as the snake charmer, and Satan as the mutant.
Heard.
I'm not the
why you
mutant,
look
but I
at the
love the mutant. It's probably my favorite character.
Rob.
That's why you, look at the
I don't want to juggle, but I do want to point out to town that Jeffy cannot be the juggler because we were in a role swap. And since I'm not the juggler, they can't be the juggler. So.
All right, we'll go ahead and move into the nominations.
You could
Danny
play
boy?
entirely fictitious.
May I
soul
please nominate Rob?
Anyone nominates Rob? Tell us why.
I am saving Rob from himself if I know what Rob is.
Rob?
Saving up from himself.
Rob, by the way,
Jenny,
hates
this is
the
one of
one.
those times where this is not a good
it.
kill.
Hates it.
The game won't end. It's fine, but you're off on this one.
Okay. It's possible I am. I just thought, you might like start kicking and screaming by the end of day 2.
No, I don't need to. I don't need to be safe for myself. I'm good.
I mean, Rob was dreamt as a demon, so it's probably not a bad idea.
He dreamt himself?
Isn't everyone dreamt as an
That's
evil
not legal.
character when they're dreamt?
But
Not as a demon, specifically.
Demon.
6 is the number.
Well, Rob said the game wouldn't end if he died. Therefore, Rob's a good character.
The game will not end. The game absolutely 100% will not end.
Or there's a twin pair, and he's the demon, and there's a twin pair that hasn't come out yet.
3's not enough. Rob is safe.
Oh, no twin pair has come out? Who wants to be my twin?
My twin pair is my wolf.
Only for the evil one, okay?
Oh no, we forgot to pronounce the
All right,
twin
McKay
pair.
and I are twin pair mutants. So since I've outed it, and
I'm
Ash
definitely
died,
not
I'm
the
clearly the evil one.
No, I am not the mutant. This is a lie. I'm definitely not the mutant.
And McKay is executed and dies.
Satan herself?
I nominate McKay.
Tell us why.
If the McKay is a mutant, let's put them out of their misery. Also, there's more talks on the script. We do have to execute someone.
Yeah, we can kill me. I actually am not the mutant. I'm the spent artist. So go ahead. Put me on the block with minimum numbers, please. Also, if you are the philo, feel free to go artist at this point.
6 is the number.
Thank you for that. I'm the philo, so I will definitely keep that in mind.
Sure, Rob, sure.
Definitely.
Shush, Rob.
By the way, it's not a Fangu game.
Good to know.
That's what I know.
6 is enough. McKay's now on the block.
Unless the pit hag changes it tonight. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Ash is in the game. I do not believe you.
Ash is the bit like.
It'd be a vortex, but wait, then it would be a vortex.
Final call.
Yeah.
Bringing this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. McKay is executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
Game is over.
Oh, we didn't go to reveal? Dag nabbit.
By the way, if Eric is evil,
Hey there. Sorry, real
Danny
quick.
boy, I just realized when you guys said it out loud that there was no twin pair, I realized I forgot to wake Mike last night.
Okay, so just to clarify, night order. If the pit hag is going to turn me into the witch tonight,
Uh-huh.
are you sending out evil twin pings? Does that go
Yeah,
first?
because I would need to rectify that. I should have learned it last night.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome. Hey, Satan
Yellow.
herself, would you like to make a choice?
I have a request. I have a special order delivery.
Special order delivery. I love to hear it.
I have a witch hat in my hand, and I am throwing it to Denny Boy.
Denny Boy as the witch. It is. All right. It is done.
Yay.
Thank you, Satan.
Thank you.
You're a prophet. You're now the witch.
Nice.
Enjoy.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Ash, how's it going? You are muted. I can see your mouth moving, but I cannot
Right,
hear you.
I was grabbing beads out of my bead bag, which is making funny noise. And I was also trying to hide the fact that I'm typing out a lot of messages.
Got it.
My mechanical keyboard can sometimes be heard.
I did hear that you were presumably going Philo. Is that accurate?
I think I'm good to go Philo. Satan and I were chatting about it. Satan was going to go Philo too, but I think I might be able to swing it so I can stay with Philo.
Okay, cool.
It's my preference, and I imagine it's relevant for Dreamer.
Sure, yeah, it is.
You should know what I'm bluffing at least.
It's
Especially
relevant for a
since
couple
we're
of
gonna get
things
wrong
like
info.
Artist and Savant and Dreamer. Like, so there's a couple of things that
I know
has to be
the artist is supposedly gone, so
yeah.
I don't know if I'll supposedly be changing tonight. I may be thinking it through one more day. But
Well, who's gonna get killed tonight?
I think Satan will have changed Denny over. Is Denny received the evil twin, and I was told that the good player had not been notified via Denny.
I can't quite confirm or deny that.
You cannot confirm or deny it. That's fine. But this is the information I have received,
Uh-huh.
and I received that Mike is the good twin flower girl, and because Mike was not, let's see, let's say in some hypothetical situation,
Sure.
an evil twin ping would not have got delayed till day 2. When in the night order would that be situated?
I would probably do it by the end of. I would make sure it would happen close to the end of the night to rectify any mistakes I had to fix.
It would happen. Like let's say you didn't know you was either you noticed it or didn't notice until day 2. So on day 2 it would happen at the end of the night. Not
I would
the
probably
start.
honestly, depending on when they wake up, I'd probably tell them when I wake them up.
Okay. Then I feel all right with just killing Mike.
Okay.
Let's get rid of that freaking flower girl, please.
Perfect. Mike, it is. This is
I
wild.
have to ask it in a way that you don't reveal any information that I'm not allowed to know.
This is a wild play. I actually am very interested to see how this goes. All right. Thank you, Ash.
I hope this does not backfire.
Definitely not.
Right.
Thanks. Hey,
Hello,
Neutral
hello.
Steve, go ahead. Do me a favor. Pick a player.
All right, so there wasn't a mistake made yesterday.
Well,
see here.
not one that I'm aware of.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I want to trust Denny, so let's choose Denny.
All right, you pick Denny Boy, and you learn Flower Girl.
Okay.
Or Evil Twin.
Interesting. All right. Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Oh, that's so good for Evil. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, Mike.
Wow, I'm alive.
Unfortunately, I am not here to give you information. You are not alive, but I did make a mistake yesterday that I need to rectify. I forgot to wake you.
Wait. Uh-huh.
You actually, you have an evil twin. It's Denny Boy. I should have woken you on the first day. I'm sorry.
I'm so glad I stayed for game 2.
I knew you would,
now,
Mike.
Now I get to do homework and I get to have an evil twin. I love this. This is great.
Well, no, there's no homework. You're gonna be dead.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That's my gift to you. There's no information tonight. You're dead.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Eric. You're gonna get a 1.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Hello.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm gonna continue to hold on to it for now.
Okay, yeah, let's sit on it. Let's you know, we're spinning that barrel. Yeah, the longer you can wait, the better.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Exactly. Thank you, Steve.
All right, thanks. So Kugordo, you gave true info with the Vortex play. Dreamer saw Flower Girl evil twin. Denny Boy's not the evil twin anymore. Denny Boy's the witch now. So that is false information, but it doesn't look like it, which hides the fact that it's a Vortex game, which is what makes it so devious. Let's wake him up. Good morning, players. Real quick, I do need to apologize. There has been a storyteller mistake made. It is now been rectified. Unfortunately, also Mike is dead in the night.
Ooh.
Does anybody want to talk about the mistake?
I gotta work on these mistakes. Yeah, sorry. I need to run this more.
Steve, you're really.
This is unfortunate for both of us, I guess, but mostly for you.
You were Vigor Mortis killed. You were killed by the Vigor Mortis, so if you execute me, the good team still loses. So not gonna let that happen.
Say it again slower and pretend I know exactly what you're talking about.
Your demon is the Vigor Mortis.
My
the Vigor Mortis killed you. Therefore, you still have your evil twin ability. Which means that if the good twin has executed me, my team loses.
All right, good. Now I'm following. Excellent. Thank you, Denny. Looking forward to the rest of this game.
Real quick, are we gonna out this? We should. I think I will, but unless you're like, don't do it. I'll hold it if you want, but like.
Yeah, let's hold it.
Okay, I'm holding.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Hi, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Hi, no
I
one
was
talked to
going to claim
me.
my real role, but I don't know if I want to claim it to you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. What
Nobody
are you
wanted to
actually,
talk to
Rob?
me. I was the odd person.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, that's why I brought you in, because I was the odd person on day one and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
What are you, Rob?
Yeah, what are the chances, right?
How do I know that Satan's not evil? I'll tell you, McKay.
Satan can leave. Do you mind leaving, Satan?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Yep.
Good chat.
Where do I? Sorry, it's in front.
Yeah, what's up, Rob?
I know you're killed during the day. You could be evil, but I'm just going to tell you anyway. I'm the savant.
That makes sense, and also why people wanted to kill you, because they want you to not have to worry about your puzzle. So what happened so far?
Okay, so I have information on day one. I don't have my day two information yet because Steve is here, and he'll probably tell me. He can tell me in front of you if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it, Steve.
Unfortunately, the savant says privately.
Okay, I'll leave. And
that could be a storyteller mistake.
You can invite me back after, Rob.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, ready.
All right. Either the flower girl got incorrect information last night, or the seamstress is currently witch cursed.
I got it. Thank you.
Enjoy.
No, it has to not be it has to be not
can't
Tengu.
do this logic. I
can't either. I honestly can't. I told them to make it simple.
I really like to think that I'm good at making artist questions, but I'm not even slightly good at making artist questions.
Tiffy, you're trying to figure out what the actual thing is. The bot doesn't work on YouTube or Twitch because it hasn't been updated yet because Mike hasn't updated it. But the new character is called the Deus Ex Fiasco. It says at least once per game, it is a Fabled. At least once per game, the storyteller will make a mistake, correct it, and publicly admit to it. So you have to make at least one mistake. It goes in at the beginning of the game. You have to make at least one mistake and then announce that you've made it. And last night we admitted this morning that we made a mistake, and our mistake in this game was we forgot to tell the good twin they had a twin pair until the second night. Oops, it just slipped my mind on the night order.
Let me spin you a tale.
Yeah, go talk. Have fun.
So
I hear that you're the evil twin that got killed last night.
Yeah, that is.
Thought they weren't outing it.
Happening from my perspective. I'm the flower girl. If I could show you the spreadsheet I have over here to track votes, I would.
I have a spreadsheet that's tracking votes too.
So
thanks, Crobat. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the sub.
Up last night, said, "Oh, Mike, I need to tell you, I was like, oh, wow, I'm alive. I'm going to get my first Flower Girl information because I've never been the character before. So he's like, oh, no, you're dead. But there was a mistake. I was supposed to wake you up last night and tell you the Denny boys are evil twin. It's like, oh, great. Well, I'm dead. That's a huge fuck for the evil team. But when I talk to Denny.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, seeing it's not terribly interesting, but I don't know if I necessarily believe you. But also, apparently, I'm going to double claim. I don't know. So.
I don't believe myself either. Did I tell you what I was?
No.
I'm the mathematician.
Okay.
So
I'm the sage.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know no one's going to believe me.
Sorry, Ash. I just
No worries,
bounced.
you were responsible.
I don't want to get double gonged. It's embarrassing.
Hey everyone, welcome back to town. If you would like to do the meanest thing you can do in Clocktower and Philo juggle day 2, by all means, you could be the pit hag juggler, which is also possible. So I don't disallow it. You're either got a very saucy pit hag or you're just a jerk.
I think there's someone with their hand up that is not allowed to juggle, though.
Those two things are not mutually exclusive.
That's true. Denny boy, I'll start with you.
So, Mike and I had a little too much to drink on night 1, and we forgot our relationship to each other. Mike, we're gay lovers. Oh, sorry, that's not right. So I got woken up last night and told that Mike is the evil twin on night 2. That's really cool. Mike's also dead right now. So Mike was Vigor Mortis killed?
So I will tell you, I cannot deny most of what happened there. But I was your Flower Girl. I was woken up night 2 dead.
What?
And yeah, so what I tell you is I'm good. I'm dead. Whether or not there is a victim play is up for debate. I think that might be Denny trying to spiral, but we don't have to kill Denny for any time or a point now. So a couple people know who I am, and I think there's interesting information that's floating around there that I think shouldn't be presented just yet. But thanks,
Jeffy.
Hey Mike, did you get info? Did you get info before you woke up?
Nope, died before I got my info.
Are you telling me not to share my information, Mike?
Yeah, I think it would probably be good to. If you trust it, I would keep it to yourself.
I mean, the issue is both you and Denny.
Flower is not what just Denny said.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to plan and say it. Hi, I'm the dreamer. I dreamt Denny last night as the Flower Girl or the evil twin. Interesting that they're coming out now, and Denny gave me a role that is not Flower Girl, and Mike, before I even shared any of that information, told me that he was the Flower Girl and Denny was the evil twin. So in the world that Mike is just the Vicar killed minion, I think it's a little interesting that I'm getting Mike's bluff and evil twin in a twin pair, versus I'm inclined to just believe Mike there, and I still think we're in a Vigor game. I dreamt a Vigor, but I did dream Denny as Flower Girl or evil twin. So.
Oh, Jeffy, I'm with you.
It would make sense for.
Go ahead, Rob.
It would make sense for a Vigor to kill an evil twin in theory because their ability stays active, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
In my defense, for what it's worth, Denny had to explain to me why I was the Vigor killed evil twin because I didn't understand the mechanics of it. So,
Mike doesn't understand why he was killed.
Yeah.
He wants to play Trouble.
Nominations are open.
I do.
I have another idea for someone. So what I want to talk to is I want to talk to whoever our seamstress is, and I don't know who that person is, but I have one candidate. If you are a seamstress who has already used your ability, I have a method where you might be able to confirm your role. So if you're interested in that, please publicly let me know.
Or privately.
We can't privately. We can't do private chat.
More privately than publicly.
I don't even understand what this is proposing.
To the
Second
seamstress, if you're
call
out there,
for nominations.
I think
Jeffy
picking Denny and
nominates-
McKay would be interesting.
Jeffy nominates Rob.
Jeffy nominates Rob. Tell us why, Jeffy.
It's I dreamt Rob as the vigor mortis. So can the unspent seamstress please publicly out yourself so they can be murdered?
I said spent. I said spent.
He did say spent.
Oh, I heard unspent. I heard if you were an
Even better.
No.
Okay. So then,
Yeah.
I dreamt Rob as the vigor mortis. So I dreamt Rob as a role that I'm not going to out or vigor mortis. So I haven't had a chance to talk to Rob yet.
Rob?
All right. So my defense is I am not the vigor mortis. I am the role that you saw probably otherwise if you are really the dreamer. Based on that, I have a way that the seamstress, if they've used their ability, might be able to prove themselves if they would like to say that they're the seamstress, and I can tell them what to do.
I don't even have any slight idea what this could possibly be.
And
5 votes needed to put Rob on the block.
I will defend him in the one point of saying he did specify spent. I will defend him only there, on nothing else though.
My ears heard unspent, and that's why I was like, that is evil.
Look,
Who's not enough? Rob is safe.
He would absolutely deserve it in that case.
Any other nominations? Satan?
I'll nominate Jeff A.
Satan nominates Jeff A. Please tell us why.
Only blank on my Grim, and also only person who I haven't spoken to or heard anything about. So just curious.
Jeff?
It's funny because I just nominated Satan herself while muted, so that's fun.
Nice! Everything is done!
Yeah. I'd like to not die, please. There are people that know what I am, like a lot of people actually. So I assume they're not going to vote on this, which means I don't know. I'd rather not die. There are people that know me. That's it.
All right, 5's the number.
Okay, I can deduce stuff from that. I guess I'm one of the few people who does not know. No need to worry about this.
It's just the Vortox, that's all.
Yeah, I know.
He told us.
0 is not enough.
Jeff nominates Jeffy.
Jeff nominates Jeffy. Tell us why.
No reason. We don't even have to do this. Actually,
what is the point?
Actually, probably should. We probably should do this. Actually, I don't know. I don't have any information on Jeffy. I just, like Jeff supremacy. I'm the better Jeff, is what I'm saying.
There we go.
First of all, Jeff, I'm gonna have you
on Juneteenth of all days.
I outed as dreamer and gave my dreamer information, so you want to give me information about me.
I was
pay attention a little bit better.
I was all tapped.
If you want to kill the dreamer, feel free, but I still let the demon kill me. But yeah, I haven't dreamt you yet, but now I'm going to, and then probably vote on you tomorrow.
5's the number.
That's fine.
Jeffy versus Jeff A.
That's how it always ends up, though.
All right, 0 once again is not enough.
I will nominate myself.
Johnny Ace nominates Johnny Ace. Please tell us why.
I think I'm just from what I've been hearing around town. I think I am a better kill than most others, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Kill a dead body.
But I still think we need to kill somebody.
Do you want to say what you are?
No.
No.
Vortox on the script. We probably do.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you can kill a dead body. Kill a dead body.
5's the number.
He can do that. That's true.
We started as 11.
Yeah.
But I think Johnny wants this, and I'm inclined to trust that they have a good
I
reason
will let Johnny choose what they want by keeping
There's
my
no reason
hand
to kill
up.
yourself on the script. Ah.
No, but the issue
5's
is
enough.
if we started at an odd number, if we
Johnny
skip
Silva.
now, we have to skip later.
It makes it more fun.
Rob?
Oh no! Please tell me you were
Well
a
said.
sweetheart or barber or something.
Rob nominates McKay.
Rob nominates McKay. Tell us why, Rob.
Which check only? McKay's already dead. We don't have to vote on this.
Cool. 6 to lift it to McKay.
Congrats on not being
I put my hand up in case people want to move it to dead. But if
I
they
have an
don't,
outsider on my Grim already. Johnny's not an outsider. This is so frustrating.
oh, are you claiming outside?
0's not enough.
I don't
I
think
just
there
put an
can be an
outsider.
outsider.
It's on
Right?
Instagram.
That's interesting.
Bringing this day to a close in 3, 2,
It's base 1.
1. Johnny Ace is executed and dies.
I claim Klutz and
no.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh no.
It's between two people. Shit. Well, I'll do Jeff A. Let's see if we have a day 2 re-rack.
All right. Johnny Ace claims Klutz
do
and
it.
picks Jeff A.
It's
Good night,
fun.
That's
Oh, nice.
Oh,
weird.
oh, thank Christ.
Imagine a storyteller mistake
Look,
right there where it's like,
it was just
oops.
me who managed to end the game recently with the Klutz pick. Don't worry.
Well,
That's true, Ash.
I'm the only one unlucky enough to be Hermit.
McKay, if you think
I wish I could have done like a go to sleep and oops storyteller mistake on that pick, but I can't. So
Okay, my day is numbered, and that's okay. I would like to choose Jeffy, I guess.
Jeffy.
No. Ash might pick Jeffy. I'm gonna try. I don't know who Ash is picking, so I'm gonna try to pick someone that Ash isn't gonna pick. I will pick Neutral Steve.
Neutral Steve. Perfect. Thank you, Danny Boy.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, Jeff E. Let's see what Satan does.
Hello.
Hey, Satan, who is getting
Funny.
it tonight?
I'm gonna pretend to be Sarah Mad for the rest of this game. That's
Fine.
yeah, that's my current plan because I claimed Philo to somebody day 1, and then I've been claiming Klutz yesterday, so I'm just gonna switch it. And be on the rotating whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to change. You know what? I wouldn't actually mind being the Cerberus. Let me think.
It's absolutely in the cards.
But now I know I can turn someone else into the mutant. So I probably should do that. I will turn.
I need a pick.
I will turn. I know. It's just very hard.
I know.
I will turn.
All the possibilities at your fingertips. I get it.
No, yeah. I'm gonna turn Neutral Steve into the mutant.
All right, into the mutant. Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Hello there, Neutral Steve. You are now the mutant.
I am now the mutant.
Correct.
Okay. Wonderful.
Have fun with that. Yeah, thank you with the question mark. That sums it up.
Yep.
Hey, Ash, who's going to die?
This is a weird game.
It was a really good pick, yeah.
I can't tell if you actually told Mike that. I just asked a poor question about whether Mike would have received the evil twin ping, or if Mike didn't receive the evil twin ping and Denny just assumed that he did. I don't know what's going on there. I may have made a mistake. I don't think I care regardless because it puts
Fun.
heat on Denny, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
So I'm gonna leave Eric alive to get supposedly vigored information. I'm leaving Jeffy alive because no. I think I'm leaving Rob alive to be suspicious. So I don't think I have anything on Steve, so I'm just gonna murder Steve.
Cool. Neutral Steve it is. Thank you, Ash.
Thanks.
It's a little unfortunate, right? All 3 evil people picked Neutral Steve without really knowing why they were doing it. Hey, Eric. You're going to get a 1 again.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Jeff, would you like to use it tonight?
I would. I don't know who to do it, but we're gonna go with. I'll just do Ash and Denny.
You pick Ash and Denny Boy and learn that no, they are not on the same team.
That's concerning. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Enjoy. Wow, that's actually not too bad for evil, I think. It's like good and evil that they like neutralize the dreamer, who is a big threat, but also bad because they did it like overkill. Like S and V, man.
Not worked. And
Good
really,
morning, players. Unfortunately, neutral Steve has died in the night. 3 minutes.
Got some good information.
Oh God, so many people are pinging me. Hang on, I gotta Ash. Can we talk? I need to talk.
Sure.
Okay, so I gotta know between you and Denny, which implies
I definitely misheard our conversation. I assumed you were spent for some reason.
Oh.
I didn't
okay,
go.
okay.
I didn't go anyway because I
Okay.
I can just ask a seamstress question with my artist ability too.
Oh, you went
Can
with
I not?
artist. Okay, you
Yes,
can
because I can still ask a seamstress question. I was talking with McKay in the night, and I was asking since they had asked me which I was gonna go with, and I was still waffling, and they told me that the seamstress was not spent. I'm like, oh, I definitely misunderstood that conversation.
Well, cool. At least I'm not
we're
poisoned.
good.
But so I gotta know between you and Denny, and I really think Denny is the evil twin. So that implies not Vortox, but we have reasons to believe is Vortox, which is concerning.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I still have no. I feel like I'm missing something in whatever interaction went on between him and Mike, but I'm just kind of ignoring it and pretending that I can understand that. I
mean, if you're,
I feel like I'm just one of them is dead. That makes me happy, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just really weird if you're Mike and you're evil. Even if you're gonna get Vigor killed, why would you just be like?
Yeah.
And if everyone
Yeah, I
says
guess-
it's Vortox, then I'll jump on the Vortox train.
Vig killed evil twin. He's the good twin.
Yeah, but he's also not claiming Flower Girl, so I don't know what's up with
Which is very strange because I went and talked to him. So when I talked to him, we talked first day before we knew this, because I guess he didn't get woken up either, though he concocted this plan quite quickly. He said I'm either mathematician or Flower Girl. I was like, oh cool, you're the mathematician, then that's great. And he kind of fumbled with that, and I think he's now running with it because he claimed it to me before the twin stuff came up. That's my world. I didn't tell you. I didn't lie to you. I'm too stupid to have concocted this plan. That's all I got.
You're not, but okay. Okay, Mike. Good
The
talk.
stupid defense.
Okay, bye.
Gotta love it.
Bye.
Weird.
Danny, I don't actually want to talk.
The one person I actually
don't want to.
You're still claiming mathematician?
Yes. Did I tell you, Matt? Did I? Or Matt? I claimed it publicly. That's right.
You told it to Jeff, and Jeff told me.
That's fine.
Because I thought that if Mike was your evil twin, you'd have to be Flower Girl because he's Flower Girl.
Right. I don't know how Mike got Flower Girl.
Okay, cool. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, evil twin's a funny character. That's okay. I don't know what's happening.
I don't think there is a way for my
I don't think
ability
anyone got
to
there,
not
Rocco.
have worked. So, Jeff,
Woo.
Didn't mean to talk the whole day.
No, I didn't either, but we're good. We're good.
No, that's okay.
Also,
Got a
Rob, I
double
think I should
gun.
go play my role today.
We should have gone to 3. We should have gone to 3.
Shut
I'm
up.
coming.
Noms are open. Satan herself.
I just want to say that I was Sarah Novus Mad yesterday as the Klutz. I am not the Klutz. I am the Snake Charmer. I picked Denny Boy Night 1, Jeffy Night 2, myself Night 3.
Hey, Rob.
Oh, sorry. I meant to go earlier.
No worries. So, either exactly one once per game ability has already been used, or Oracle was a demon bluff.
Either exactly one once per game ability has already been used,
Correct.
or Oracle was a demon bluff.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you were about to say intentional. Like what?
Yeah,
I was like, why?
Because I did the thing I told you I was going to do. So
Johnny's so lovely. Don't dodge them.
Interesting.
Nominations are open.
Jeffy nominates Satan.
Jeffy nominates Satan. Tell us why.
Satan's outing as a snake charmer. I don't want to take a chance that a snake charmer is going to go ahead and snake charm a demon. Even if the theory is that they are going to continue selecting themselves, which they did last time, I'd rather just get a snake charmer out. I think it's the only information that I've heard of any Sarah Novus madness. So unless they've been Sarah locked, which I think they only said that they were Sarah Med yesterday and no one else is coming out of it, that is suspicious to me. So I'd like to kill Satan.
Satan yourself?
Yeah, that's a good point. All good points. I was not Sarah Novus mad the first day. I was claiming bullshit, but that was just because I didn't want to claim Snake Charmer. But yeah, I'm okay to die if you want me to. I am going to continue picking myself. I've promised this to another person on this Grim, because I have already cleared 2 players, and of being the demon specifically. And yeah, I'm good.
Your job is done.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Orvos is a number.
I have thoughts about this that I'm not going to share.
Thanks for clearing me, at least. I appreciate being cleared.
Yeah. I figured after day 1 it made sense.
2's not enough.
Why don't we just
It's
kill
interesting.
Denny?
I did say I was fine to die there.
I think we should totally kill Denny.
Jeff, you're muted, but why don't we just kill Denny?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, we should just kill Denny.
Oh, I froze. Great.
We can hear you, McKay.
I mean,
we
They're coming back.
if Denny is the good twin, then we just lose. But that's, I mean, we have to take that gamble at some point, right? Maybe.
Yeah. When do we want to
You know,
do it?
kill all twins, honestly, and one twin's already dead. So
But in that world, there's the world that twin is dead by a vigor, meaning that they retain their abilities. So killing the good twin, well, it
would
that would have to
be a vigor because I exist.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Yeah, kill Denny.
No.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, kill Denny.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Jeff nominates Denny.
Jeff nominates Denny. Lay it out for us, Jeff.
Things people have said, also kill all twins. That's what I'm going with.
Denny boy?
I don't want to lay it out.
If you all trust Johnny Ace, then I suppose you're correct that killing me will not end the game. But killing me right now, there is a niche world. Mike is Vigor killed. Johnny got themselves killed for some reason. And killing me loses the game immediately on the spot. I don't know why Mike would be dead otherwise. So that is your risk. If you are willing to make that risk, then you by all means could do that. I don't think this is a good idea, but it is very niche, and I understand.
All right.
So you're claiming you're the evil twin then?
No, Rob.
Okay.
Mike
Orphos is the number.
Mike is the evil twin. He was either killed by a non-vigor demon for some reason, or is the vigor Mortis killed minion, and Johnny Ace is evil as well.
You're claiming this is going to end the game.
Jeff knows.
It's very
about
well
that.
good in the
So
game,
it's
is
like
what I'm saying.
Not impossible.
If you're going to end the game, you should kill
This is worth
Denny.
doing. We should do this.
But why would it not
Yeah,
end
I
the
agree.
game? You're good.
3's not enough. Denny boy's safe.
Evil twin
Huh,
killed by the
yeah,
demon, but
wasn't
not
killed.
the vigor Mortis.
I think the world is very niche that Denny's not evil.
I agree.
I genuinely believe that
He's not the demon, though, obviously.
the
Yeah,
demon
true.
accidentally killed me. and
Not right
didn't
now,
build this world on
but
the
if-
fly.
Oh no, then we have a twin.
What are we
If
at?
Satan is good, then it's just twin and Sarah Novus. But if because no one came out,
Final call.
Sarah Novus met on day 1.
There is
That
information
could be
that
a
might
lie.
be
We
witch in
should
play,
look
though.
at.
It could be that the pit hag made a Sarah Novus.
Yep. Do we want to nominate somebody, a dead body, anything?
We need to
Kill
kill
an evil
somebody,
twin.
or
Yes,
or
please.
dead body. Yeah,
Nominate me if nothing else, please. Don't let
Can
this
we either
go.
kill Rob
You
or
can kill me again.
I'm fine with that. I'll nominate McKay.
Satan nominates McKay. Anything you want to add on a dead body nom?
This is
I-
on 7, so I'd rather do somebody living, but, you know, McKay said dem at least so that we don't die.
I mean, yes. My defense is I, based on some information, believe this to be a Vortox game. I don't know though. If you think Mike is good, this is probably a Vortox game.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Again, assuming that the savant is getting correct information.
That's true too.
Or not making up
Savant?
information.
4 is the number.
Better safe than
I agree with you, Jeffy.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I have no way to know if it's the Vortox or not personally. but,
5.
You know, I don't want to risk it.
I would
That's enough.
much rather
McKay's back
kill-
on the block.
I'd much rather kill Rob or Ash, but because in
Final
that
call?
world, Death is clear. We couldn't get Satan or Denny up.
Bringing this day to a close in
I don't know why people didn't vote.
3,
I'll vote on
I did
Ash.
die.
We have to kill Denny.
2.
And somebody needs to nominate.
But yeah,
Ash.
I really don't.
I
I
can't.
nominate Ash.
Eric nominates Ash. Lay it out for us, Eric.
Ash is really, really quiet.
Uh-oh.
Ash?
I have a thing to do tomorrow that I would like to do first, preferably.
Is that murder people, Ash?
If you,
No!
if
I
it's,
could not
if it's
end the
what
game
you
tomorrow
told
if I
me-
even wanted to, if I could murder people.
If it's what you told me, you could do it right now.
Yeah, I know. I guess I can.
6 is the
Okay,
number.
well, we all know what that is now. Then.
Let's kill Ash. Let's kill Ash.
I'd rather kill Ash here.
If I'd break a tie, I'd
Interesting.
do it, but I don't
Let
think
Denny and
3 is not
wouldn't
enough.
vote for it.
That's fine.
Bringing this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. McKay is executed again. Stays dead. There's no Zombul on the script. Wait, was that the storyteller mistake? Good night, everyone.
Wanted it.
I'm just saying, the 2 people we couldn't get on the block did not vote for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't vote because
All right.
We're so screwed.
It's just chaos now, but that's S&V, right? I'm going to try to keep the game going fast, and hopefully you guys can hide in the chaos.
I'm gonna pick Jeffy tonight.
Jeffy.
Ash, please don't kill Jeffy again.
All right. Jeffy,
All right.
it is. Thanks.
Thanks.
Hey,
Oh,
Satan,
dear.
what are we doing today? I mean, the whole fingertips of pit hagginess.
Okay. Let me think. Let me think about this. If I turned myself into the evil twin, somebody else would become the good twin.
Correct.
We'd have 6 alive. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to tell what the heck was going on. That'd be funny. Yeah, I've played enough chaos at this point, and I've added this as Snake Charmer. They might believe I'm just the demon, but also somebody good is gonna know that I'm the evil twin.
Yes, that is correct.
It's funny.
Though I will reiterate, the way that it works is if you were a good player made an evil twin, it would be an evil player told that you were the evil twin, and maybe you could use that in your favor.
Wait, what? Sorry, say that
Because
again.
an evil twin says you know a person of the opposite alignment. So if I made you the good evil twin, you would be told an evil player, right? So it's possible that you were just pegged into an evil twin and you were a good player. You know what I mean? Like you could maybe play that off.
That's true. That's true.
If you're going for chaos, man, that's about as
You
chaotic
know
as
what?
it can
We're
get.
going for chaos. I'm the evil twin.
All right, you're now the evil twin. Perfect. Thank you.
Yay.
All right. What do we do with that? Who do we pair up? Jeff? Jeffy? We got to make a pick now. No, not Mike. You guys are so mean. All right, I'm doing Jeffy.
Yes.
Hey, Jeff, I just thought you should know that Satan herself is your evil twin.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. So Jeff A is your good twin,
Beautiful.
and he's the seamstress.
Good to know.
Yeah, have fun.
you. Bye.
That's about the best we could do, right? Hey, Ash, who's
That
getting
was
it?
scary. That was really scary. I think this is just me. Give me a sec. Oh God, Satan has done something insane. I don't know who the good. let's see. Let's say a pit hag has made themselves an evil twin last night. This night.
Yep.
Does the new good twin already know?
Yes, they would be told before you pick.
Oh, I might kill another good twin.
It's possible, yeah. I would have told them instantly, yeah.
Oh God. Well, there's nothing I can do about this.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh no. Oh, you better not have chosen freaking Jeffy. You better not have chosen freaking Jeffy, Steve, because that feels like it's my only safe kill right now. Don't want to kill the seamstress. Don't want to kill Rob and Eric because I think they'll work as good evil candidates. Not going to kill either of my minions, and that just kind of leaves a dreamer that's not learning very much.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see if I unknowingly screw up the game even more.
Final answer?
Yep, Jeffy, not Jeffy.
Jeff E. It is. All right. Thank you, Ash.
Thank you.
Syncing would be hilarious. Well, I think Jeffy's been wanting this for a long time, and again, stepping on each other is rough. Hey,
Did
Jeffy.
my roll swap finally work?
Well, it seems like it. You're going to learn that either Rob or Eric is the demon.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Enjoy. We still got an Oracle. I think I got to give an Oracle 2 now. I can't, right? Ooh. Yeah, Oracle 2. Hey, Eric. You're going to get a 2.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Gotta feed through the poison possibility. Thanks, bud.
Enjoy. All right, that's everything. Let's wake him up. We're going to frame Jeffy as a Fangu that jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Good morning, players. Last night, Jeffy died in the night.
Okay.
Hello, I was told that Denny Boy's my evil twin. I was told that Denny Boy's my evil twin.
Whoa, time out. I have an
Denny Boy's my
announcement.
evil twin.
I was told Satan herself is my evil twin.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh, there's some pit hacking going on.
okay, hold on.
What the heck is
Cannot be
this
pit hacking.
game?
I mean, that actually
I'm
can
ignoring
be,
all of
but
you.
wow.
Oh no. I wanna.
Hi.
Hey, Ash. Are you doing your thing?
I'm ignoring what is happening out there.
Uh-huh.
I'm very glad that I didn't freaking kill the good twin. Thank you for that. And I'm going to. You can tell me the actual answer because I know what the actual answer this is. Is
Okay.
1 + 1 equal to 2?
No way, Ash.
Yeah, right?
Oh, wait, there's been a storyteller mistake. Yes, it does.
I'll murder you for that.
Actually, this whole time, you actually were the vigor. Oops. All right, but yeah.
This would be a very funny time to know that I'm the vigor.
You get your answer.
I
You're
played
good.
this game all wrong. I should have been killing my pit hag early if I were the vigor.
Thanks, Ash.
Given what Ash claimed yesterday, I don't know if I believe it, but that doesn't make
1
sense.
+ 1 does not equal 2.
All right, Rob.
All right,
So,
sorry.
yeah,
I
no,
realize
it's
it's
it's all good. So, either last night the Fangu finally jumped, or there are I can't say that. Hang on. What did I say for the first one? Last night the Fangu jumped.
Last night, the Fangu finally jumped.
Mm-hmm. Or there is currently one outsider in play.
In play, not necessarily alive.
In play, yeah.
Got it. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Rob. I tried to pretend to fumble a little bit because I know I can say 2 false statements much easier, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I may as well just come out with my information publicly.
Go ahead.
And I'll put it in the chat.
Probably a good idea.
Should we wait for the remaining?
All right.
But given
All right.
that, I think it was pit hack information. I think it was pit hack.
Yeah. I think
You can keep talking if you like, Rob, but I will say nominations are open when you're ready.
Yeah, so I was going to come out with my Savant information since I have 4 days worth if everyone wants to hear it, and then I'll try to type it in chat after I say it verbally, okay? Day one, I was told that both my neighbors are good, or exactly one form of madness is in play. Day two, I was told that the flower girl got incorrect information last night, which would have been night two, or the seamstress is witch cursed. Day three, I was told that exactly one once per game ability has already been used, or that the Oracle was a demon bluff. And then day four, last night, night four, the flower girl, I'm sorry, the Fangu finally jumped. Sorry, I wrote it down as FG, my bad. Or currently, there was only one outsider in play. So
none of those are true.
Right. So from my estimation, none of these are true.
And then there should be 1 + 1 is not equal to 2.
Have to have a Vortox game, right? And if that's true, then if you go back and deconstruct my information, all of my information, the opposite of my information must be true, right?
Yes. And I can add
not necessarily. It depends on what the information is.
Can I posit a
Second call for nominations.
Oh crap.
Go ahead.
Can I add my information to that? I was the sage. I learned last night that it's either Eric or Rob. If we're in a Vortox world, then it is not Satan. It's not Jeff. So it's either Denny or Ash. I feel like we kill Denny or Ash today, and I'm leaning toward Ash and figure out who the other one is tomorrow.
I'm in favor of
Sounds
Denny
good.
personally.
You got Rob and Eric?
I got Rob and Eric.
Yeah.
So in a Vortox world, we have to kill Denny or Ash.
May I?
Eric?
It could be Satan.
Yeah, go for it.
I am the Oracle, and it is not a demon bluff. What was your other information, Rob, real quick?
I just put it in public chat.
Okay, I'll look at that in a moment. I got a 1 on the first night. That was with Mike and McKay. I got a 0. I got a 1. No additional ones the second night. Second night, third night. You know how it goes. Second night, I got a 1. Third night, I got a 1. Fourth night, I got a 2. And I'm projecting that maybe Jeffy was an Odashi who, when the pit hag moved in Odashi, I got correct information for the first time. I don't know. But
I
you
don't
have
think
somebody
so.
alive, you can kill me.
Final
I
call?
don't think so.
In my
because of
world, Jeff
other
was
in-
never a demon.
I think it's Vortox. Eric is cleared. Jeff nominates Ash.
Jeff nominates Ash. Tell us why, Jeff.
All the stuff that Jeffy said, plus I'm the seamstress. I got a no between Ash and Denny. I believe Denny is super evil, which implies Ash is also evil. And I think between Denny, Satan herself, and Ash would be the demon here, because she's being the quietest about it.
Ash?
Gotcha. Well, I spent, so
Raise the number.
still not gonna vote for myself.
I don't know.
The hardest thing here is that we've been
I'm fine with
we
this.
can't confirm.
Like my evil
Rob.
team is Denny, Satan herself.
So the evil twin thing is hard because they were confirmed.
Oh, sorry. I just
All
put it
right,
up.
6 is enough. Ash is now on the block.
Poisoned.
Now, I would argue against the fact that just because there's a lot of votes doesn't mean that that's the wrong answer.
Yeah, I agree.
That's hard.
It's
to
very
say.
plausible.
Final call?
I just want to also say
I'm the original.
whatever happened at the beginning of this day, we have to address later. This is fine for now, though.
I'm the original dreamer. Jeffy and I were on a roll swap. I got pit hagged into the mutant and then woke up dead.
Bringing this day to a close in 3, 2,
Either
1.
that's or another,
Ash
too.
has been executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
So Denny's no longer the evil twin, right?
So Denny and Satan herself are both evil twins somehow, but
Oh yeah.
Well,
No, Satan herself
there's
is
no
Denny.
lying.
Denny
There's the
is
lying
evil
thing, so I'm worried
Hold
that I'm
on.
being lied to.
I was really I was
that's
listening
right.
to Town, but then I thought I should come to you. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe we'll get one witch kill off.
Who's gonna nominate? Probably Jeff. That's such a terrible idea because like it doesn't matter.
Right? It's hard to say.
Satan could make me the demon. That would be funny. In fact, Satan should do that, and like we still lose, but it's funny.
That's funnier.
I can't pick Jeff, obviously, so I'll pick Eric.
Cool. Eric, it is. Thanks. Hey, Eric. You're still getting it too?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Enjoy. Yeah, that's it. We gave the 2 earlier so that we didn't have to change it this night. It's actually, it feels...
out of being the twin.
Correct.
Good morning, players. There were no deaths in the night.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
it's we kill Satan and then we kill Denny. We are at 5.
If we kill Satan, the game should end, I think, because Denny can't
Just in
be
case.
evil twin anymore. I mean, yeah, just
Oh, that's right. You're right. He can't be. So we should kill Satan.
Yeah.
So according to my information, Satan is most likely evil because they were claiming they were Serenovus mad. And based on my savant information, there should be either 0 madness in the game or 2 forms of madness in the game. If there was 2 forms of madness in the game, there would have to be a Serenovus and a mutant. We've already established there can't really be a mutant, at least not back when I got that information. So Satan herself's claim that they were Ceramad is probably incorrect. And therefore that would put them as an evil player who then finally later got turned into the evil twin, right? So
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Satan, there is a mutant now, right, Steve? You're the mutant still?
Right. Yep.
And so, but that's irrelevant because there's no
It's a good question.
Serenovus.
Does
because
the
there's an
good half of the
twin
evil
and a
twin
pit
pair has to be
hag.
alive?
There's no Serenovus.
at the
It
time
could
when
have
I
been
got
changed.
information,
happening that are
As long as the
But-
twin's alive, the game goes on, right? Even if the good half's dead?
yeah, at the time when I got my
thing is,
information, I
we
think
already
there was-
knew there was an evil
Or-
twin. We already knew there was an evil twin when Satan said that she was Serenovus mad.
Either way, the twin
And
pair's
then a
alive.
pit
But
hag couldn't have changed
Right.
to Serenovus from there because they had already pit hag Steve. So like, it has to be Satan, I think.
Was the no deaths last night because of a demon change?
oh, and if the good, okay, no, it doesn't.
Could have
Either
been.
Diva change
No, I think because
or
there's no
Ash
demon.
Blood,
We just have to kill the evil twin.
Those
and
are the 2
Satan.
worlds, yeah.
Oh, okay, yep. You're right. You're right.
It's
Okay.
in seconds.
Yeah.
I
Someone
obviously am not
nominate.
living in
Someone
this world.
nominate.
Rob
Jeff,
nominates
Jeff,
Satan.
nominate.
Rob nominates Satan herself.
Rob nominates Satan herself. Tell us why.
According to my information, in a Wartalk's world, Satan herself was lying about being Serenovus mad. If you're lying about being Serenovus mad, you're probably evil. We didn't have any deaths last night. We didn't have any deaths last night because either they sank a kill or because the demon got killed. If the demon got killed, then we win the game by killing the evil twin. The evil twin is probably Satan herself. They just claim to be the good twin. So this makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'm obviously not living in that world. However, because
you guys are
of
right.
how much everyone
Right?
is telling
You guys are
me,
right.
and since we have an execution, this is fine. If I'm the good twin, if I'm the actual real good twin, then I guess we lose, but it was inevitable anyways. I'll just pause up my world just in case the game does not end after this. What? Sorry?
This is very important. I apologize for interrupting this. We can go back to it, but I do need to indicate that a storyteller mistake has been made.
Of course.
It has not yet been rectified. It has not yet been rectified. It'll be rectified tonight.
Okay. Well, now I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, feel free to kill me if you want. It might not end the game. It might end the game. I don't know. My world is that Denny is evil, and probably Johnny Ace and Jeff A are also evil. That is my current world. That's just where I'm living. Have fun.
3 is the number.
I'll be nominating Denny after this.
I am concerned as to what you've done with this game, Steve.
Me
You
too.
need to get 3 good on this, Eric. Why don't you vote, Eric?
By the way, Johnny
4 is
Ace
enough.
can't really be an outsider.
I
either.
nominate Denny Boy.
Satan herself nominates Danny Boy. Tell us more.
I'm voting on
This is my world I am living in because I was told that Denny Boy was the evil twin. It might be wrong. Things might be wrong, but for me, it is the safest not to execute me because I think I'm the good twin, question mark, exclamation mark. But if you want to kill me, again, do it.
Denny Boy?
Eric, we can kill Denny tomorrow.
I could really go for some cheesecake right now.
You think?
Cheesecake would be good.
My
Five's the number.
We're at 5. If it's not Satan, it has to be Denny.
Well, we're
so
not
we
gonna
kill
get it
one of them.
anyway, so I'm not going to waste the vote.
Unless it's not either of them.
I mean, unless we're not in a Vortex.
One's not enough.
If we're not in a Vortex world, then we're not.
Final call?
Eric, can I ask you a favor for you to nominate yourself? Just for fun. just
Witch?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'll do that. I will do that at final 3.
The game is over, Eric. Please.
We're going to say to close.
The game is over. Feel free to do it if you want.
3, 2, 1.
I guessed wrong every single day.
Saint herself is executed and
I know,
dies.
if you guessed right one time, Denny.
The game is now over, and congratulations goes to the good team. What a wild ride we went through. So the only intentional mistake we made this game was when Denny Boy was your starting evil twin, currently your witch, and I said I let Denny Boy in on what was going to happen. I went back to him and said, hey, I'm going to intentionally not wake the good twin until the second night and forget. So I kind of got to play with that. I figure that's a pretty common thing that happens a lot in S&V. Mike was indeed your flower girl. So Denny Boy was in on what was going to happen, and then I was just curious in the chaos that was going to unfold, and it went spectacularly, I thought, for quite a long time. The funniest thing is the first conversation between them was like, we're not going to out, right? And I thought, oh, cool. By the end of the first day, everyone knew somehow. So I don't know what happened there, if that alliance fell apart or what.
I was going to backstab Denny so fast. And then
Denny did learn Flower Girl, yes.
Player that stayed alive.
Why are you claiming mathematician?
Chaos. Fun.
Fangu, okay. Or the Vortox, and if you get me as
because Ash was indeed the Vortox, right?
That's really bad. Okay.
The interesting thing was when Neutral Steve, your starting dreamer, turned mutant, dreamt the night one, and I showed Philosopher or Vig for Rob. The really only frame we had going into this thing was like Rob and Eric at the end. Vortox do be like that sometimes, I guess. I will say the evil team tended to put their picks were very magnetized. Like on one night, we had the Pit Hag, the Vortox, and the Witch all on Neutral Steve the Dreamer, which was a really good pick because you can neutralize the Dreamer, but it was just slightly overkill.
I was the sage. Remember?
That's right. You were the sage. I forgot. You were the mutant at that point, though.
Yeah, how do you know about the role swap?
I don't know.
What was that, Eric?
Do you guys know about the role swap?
I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, Jeffy mentioned it.
We were all attacking the sage.
I didn't really care what he was. If he was something good, and I wanted him mutant. That's yep.
I would have loved to see Steve have to go on as the mutant dreamer for the rest of the game. It would have been so much fun. That would have been so fun. Satan herself did Pit Hag, started as Pit Hag, Pit Hagged Denny Boy into the Witch, Pit Hagged herself into the evil twin, and Steven the mutant. Those were the 3 Pit Hags. Rob, since it was Vortox, every piece of information you got was false. Just straight up like that. Yes, McKay. Your artist question, you said, is it Fangu or Vortox? I had to say no. Jeff, with kind of the good play, being the only edge world that we could build was that Johnny Ace, your klutz was not really the klutz, and picked Jeff to kind of frame good, but it was so socially trusted. I don't think there was much we could do. Jeffy the Sage, who learned 2 non-players, and the actual real storyteller mistake that was made in the last night was that with the Vortox dead, I can't lie to the Oracle anymore. So you should have gotten a 1 and not a 2, Eric. That was the real storyteller mistake.
Yeah, I couldn't make that 2 work.
Yep.
Oh man,
that was the scary part.
Quick question:
and Eric was witch curse.
if the Pit Hag just decided to if Denny Boy was switched to the Witch and then switched to Evil Twin and then switch to the Witch and switch to Evil Twin again, would you just show the same person as the Evil Twin, or would you mix it up?
I don't know. I
It'd be
mean,
really funny to mix it up.
You had the option. You would have had the option, right?
I would do whatever was the most
And I
chaotic and
would
helped
have had
evil
to
the most.
change because Mike was dead.
You could give a dead evil
Yeah.
a good twin.
Who was the good
No,
twin
I
at
know.
the
I'm just saying it wouldn't have helped evil.
Wouldn't have hoped it,
Yeah.
would, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff was
Who
the
was-
good twin at the end.
end? Jeff was the good
Question.
twin again? Okay.
Denny had his hand up. for-
Sure.
Oh, yep.
So is
Ash.
Jeffy, but Denny. We'll go with Denny.
Our first conversation of the game, I told you that Mike was going to be my evil twin. I think I did.
Yes, I think I misunderstood something in that conversation and it went horribly wrong, but I think it
Yeah.
went funnier.
Okay, just we're on the same page then.
I mean,
Okay.
Ash was
Yes.
like, I think more interested in getting the flower girl off the board. If we had a conversation about that,
Yeah.
Ash, you can go back and watch the VOD, Denny.
I was interested in getting the flower girl off the board. I was trying to figure out if the flower girl would ever even be notified of the issue. I think that's where my misunderstanding came in. But I think that worked out fine.
It
I
did
think that was
temporarily.
fine. It was later issues I think that caused more issues in that game.
It
I had,
temporarily made it look like a vigor game. I mean, temporarily.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, the
it's
info I gave
fine.
with Mike being killed by the Vigor would have been like poisoning through the outsider to Denny Boy. Like, I was trying to reverse engineer your Savant information to be somewhat believable at the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, it didn't hold up under scrutiny, but that was the intent at the time, right? If Mike was Vigor killed, later it turns out Johnny's outsider, then you might prove that was the true half. Like, I was trying. Jeffy?
I couldn't figure out why you wouldn't vigor poison me though.
True.
That situation, since I would learn a 1.
I would always vigor kill her.
Wait,
Can we let
did
over at
you-
Klutz?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Given how
You
crazy
dropped
this
Denny and Flower
Right.
Girl, evil twin.
Stop the overtalk.
Denny Boy was already pegged into the witch by then, so he was neither the evil twin or the flower girl. So it was a valid that I thought that dream was so freaking powerful for evil to prove it wasn't a Vortox game. Unfortunately, it
That
didn't come
was-
up like that.
That was
I
the
swear
one thing that I brought up to Jeffy of like, how the hell is that possible? But yeah,
Jeffy, you've had your hand up for a while.
That was literally the question that I was going to ask was Denny Boy pit hagged by the time that
Yes.
he got the dream? So
Which
yeah.
I
As long as
thought that looked really good for evil at that point. I was like fist pumping over that dream, man. I was like,
Oh, no.
oh,
It really was because, and I didn't have a chance to talk to Rob yet to learn that because I truly thought at that point Rob was the Philo in that world, and then trying to then back off and also seeing Vigor. I was like, I can make a Vigor world where Mike was just Vigor killed as an evil twin,
yep.
and build that world, and then but how did we get correct information later? But that worked.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I thought it worked well, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, given this script and how chaotic it can be and how misinformation it can be, it was really nice to have like a solve at the end where it actually worked out. It was pretty fun.
I was just trying to figure out how there could have actually been another mistake and what that even would have been.
Yeah, let's do Oracle
It
thing.
ended up being really inconsequential, but still.
Yeah, look, storytellers out there, dead demons don't have abilities, okay? It should be obvious. Sometimes it's not, but dead demons don't have
that comes up
abilities.
so often, you really should have known better.
Yeah.
All right, this has been a lot of fun.
If Denny
th-
had gotten any witch kills, we've had a serious
Oh,
shot
man.
at that game.
Yeah,
Just-
that would have
Any
been
witch
great.
that was
kills
just
at
bad
all.
luck. That's right.
Yeah.
Was
I
the chat
don't know how that
behind
was
us at
really
least in the
unlucky.
prediction?
90. So we did the prediction at the beginning of the game, and when I told them what we were going to do, the conceit about the good twin, evil twin situation, 91% of people voted on good. Shout outs. I forget your name, but there's one person in chat that was like, why don't we use the Deus Ex Fiasco to actually help good for once? And you know what? I thought that was a great point. Some storyteller out there, find a way to make a fortune teller a mistake in favor of good. I think that's a pretty interesting way of doing it. But this character will be live in the app starting tomorrow. It is a Fabled. At least once per game, the storyteller will make a mistake, correct it, and publicly admit to it. That's the hardest part for me. I don't like admitting mistakes.
So
Jeffy, one last out.
I think similar to Wizard and Atheist and some of the things that are really kind of chaotic, this Fabled has the ability, for the fact that you throw it in there or that it's on a script, has the ability to just throw everything into question. Because we're trying to, because then I'm literally, was the storyteller mistake that Steve got correct information? Where did that go? What was the storyteller?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and
Completely.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and it's just interesting. A slight tweak on an old favorite like Sex and Violets. And, you know, you get to have a little fun. Just, I forgot to do the evil twin thing. I'm sure this exact thing has happened to some game out there before, right? Multiple times, like, oh, I forgot to wake the good twin. So it's fun to see it play out.
Every time you're playing a game like this with a hard solve and the storyteller says, oops, I made a mistake. Well, I made a mistake, guys, sometime. We go through this type of mental thing. Now it's built into the game.
Yep. So I'm going to find someone to raid. I hope you guys are having fun. Check out the World Cup action this weekend. It'll be replayed. The semifinals being replayed. And the finals will be next Thursday. This will be the last character release for us, but there's still more coming. So keep your eyes soon. And I don't know if any of us are going to be at Clocktower Con Australia this year, but either way, everyone stay safe, stay healthy. I'm going to find someone to raid, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for being here, and
Bye, Chad.
good night, everyone.
Good night,
Bye,
everyone.
Chad.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Come to Cozy Clocktower on Sunday.